everyone, welcome to Downunder. I want to do a quick shout out tonight for Down on Boddington Farm, who normally go live on Friday night. Bibby's not feeling well today. She's had a huge day, and she's uploaded this fantastic video for us tonight. But she wasn't able to go live, so she said if I wanted to go live, I could go live, so I'm live. And I'll show you a little bit later on what I was actually doing and why I wasn't on live a little bit earlier. But Bibby has put together this video on her frugal meat and vegetables prep haul. So always love to see what Bibby's been up to through the week and what she's been up to. And the last couple of lives that we've been on together, she's spoken about this butcher that she loves to go to in Ipswich. So she actually goes into some detail on that in this video. But it's very sad that Bibby wasn't able to go live tonight, but she's got some great stuff on here. And I highly encourage you to go over and check out Down on Boddington Farm. I'll leave a link in the chat for a link to Bibby's video. It's a fantastic video. She goes through all the different meats that she's picked up, what she does with them and all that sort of thing. It's really helpful. So she's gone through the meats, like in this one, I think from memory she was going to the smaller end bits she was going to put into a stew. So but I highly encourage you to go out and check out Down on Boddington Farm. They're fantastic prepping on a budget, which is close to my heart. We're a pretty slim budget at the moment, so it's good to be able to find frugal ways to be able to make ends meet and prepare for life's little adversities. So yes, so Bibby's done that. She's got all her fruit and veggies here as well. So all sorts of good stuff in there. Go check it out and make sure you tell them that I sent you. So yeah, Bibby and Agent are lovely people. But yeah, so that's Down on Boddington Farm. But there's been lots happening this week. Lots happening. And there's a few things that I'm wanting to point out particularly, especially at the beginning of the video. Will It Grow had a live on today, which was really good. I was able to link in for some of it, not all of it, because had some, I'm like the caveman, or it's probably Wild. Is that Wild? Is that you, Wild? Always love it when Wild and Mike the caveman come in. I'm pretty sure it's Wild. Wild likes to use Mike's phone. A big announcement for those that are in the Southern Hemisphere. Man, clicking all over the place. You can't see what I'm doing, which makes it so that you're not getting all distracted. This was not the video I was looking for. But, so John from Will It Grow did a live today and had the Arkansas Woodcutter. Oh, man. Homestead Aquarius. Love Homestead Aquarius. So just absolutely my favorite person on the planet. And I can't tell you exactly where it happens in the actual video, but so I'll add that to the stream. Oh, no, I'm on the wrong window. That's still the Frugal Living with Bibby. Yes. Homestead Aquarius's phone was beeping and John was getting all cross and going, tell your phone to be quiet. And saying that Homestead Aquarius wasn't allowed to yell at his phone like John Wells yells at his dog. It was just a bit funny more than anything. But Feather and Downs Homestead, if I can find the Feather and Downs Homestead made a comment about thinking that a heap of people from the Southern Hemisphere were going to get disqualified. Now, I'm not sure why Lucky Luke thinks that. lovely to bits. He's awesome. And if you haven't checked out Feather and Down's homestead, do that. Let's see if I can convince my StreamYard to, my Nightbot, I should say, to actually behave itself. If I can remember the commands that I have to put in. If we're lucky, that'll come up with Bibby's down on Boddington Farms link. And if I'm lucky and programmed it right, hey, there you go. This will come up with Luke's. I may not have programmed all of them. But so Luke was saying that he thought that there was going to be a heap of people in the Southern Hemisphere suspended or disqualified. Not quite sure why. But the really cool thing is both John and Robert said categorically no one from the Southern Hemisphere was going to get suspended. So yes. Thanks, Mike Caveman. Wild Edibles. You're much more efficient than Nightbot. So yeah, no one from the Southern Hemisphere is getting disqualified for anything. So, I mean, this is not a license to go nuts and go rogue and go wild. This is just a, hey guys, it's our first season. They're taking it easy on us. So they're being a little bit firmer with those in the Northern Hemisphere this year. But yeah, but this whole live was actually, hi Nettie, hi Silhouette Park Farm. This is Silhouette Park Farm. Thank you for dropping in. Yeah, that's because we great. Hang on. So Mike the Caveman, aka Wild Edibles. Yeah, that's great because we didn't get disqualified first season either. It's good. Yes, no disqualifications for newbies. Hey, Bomber Steve, welcome. Yeah, if anyone wants to come up to and join my chat, by all means, jump on up. And Nettie, if you or Adam want to jump on, you're more than welcome to come on. I don't really care what the quality of the picture is or the voice or anything like that. As you can see, I'm using my computer tonight, so the image is not as nice as it is when I use my mobile phone. But it's always lovely when you guys join us. And it's lovely to see Bomber Steve. So Bomber Steve is awesome. You got to check out Bomber Steve's channel. He's got some great stuff on snakes. So he's a snake catcher. So yeah, I highly suggest that everyone goes and checks out, what have I done here? So I'll leave a link for John's video. So he's talking a little bit about the new Garden Gurus thing. Yes, Homestead Aquarius. Love Homestead Aquarius. I got to say, I'm a Homestead Aquarius Robert fan. I'm a total fangirl. But yeah, so both Robert and John wanted to make a special point of going live and doing a SHEDWARS versus Garden Gurus live, just to make sure everyone in SHEDWARS knows they are more than happy for anybody to be in both, and that there is no conflict of interest with being in Garden Gurus and in SHEDWARS. Oh, your channel's going to be... So Bomber Steve's going to be changing into a drumming channel while all the snakes are bruminating? You might have to come up and actually tell me how to pronounce that, Steve. I have no idea. But yeah. Oh, dear, I'm having one of those nights. Yes, he does. He does some kilometres. Wow. So, yeah. Oh, and the other thing that, so yes, so it's absolutely fine for anybody in SHEDWARS to be in Garden Gurus. Not that they could do anything to stop it anyway, but they're actually supporting it. Like Willie Groves actually set up a club in his area for the Garden Gurus. Personally, I don't feel like a guru of anything. So Brahma says it's brew mating. So the snakes are brew mating. I'm not quite sure what that is. Oh, and Nettie says she won't be coming up tonight. She's only had 3 hours sleep, so not long out of bed, I don't think. You need to go to bed. Not sure if Adam's working currently or not. I'll call him. You just leave him. It's all good. He's welcome to come up if he wants to, if he's free. Definitely not a big drama. I'm basically just jumping on because I knew Bibby and Agent weren't able to. Bibby sent me a message telling me that she wasn't feeling well. She's in a lot of pain tonight. So thoughts and prayers with Bibby. It's Homestead Oz. Hey, Lynn and Wayne. Welcome to the live chat. So I'm going to put the link in the panel again, in the chat again. I'm having one of those tongue-tied nights. I keep saying channel pat all the time. It's a panel chat. I don't know what it is that I have a problem with those two words, but I keep swapping them around. But so the really big thing that I wanted to make sure everyone knew was John and Robert made a point of saying that no one in the Southern Hemisphere was going to get disqualified for anything this year. Next season, different story. But this year, no one's going to get disqualified. So that's really great. The other thing they were saying is Garden Gurus versus Shed Wars. It's all good. There is no verse thing happening. You can do either. My personal take on it is if you're doing a Garden Gurus video, do a Garden Gurus video. Don't do Shed Wars and Garden Guru at the same time. You're just going to get muddled up with the hashtags. Hey, Bomber's in my basement. Hey, Bomber.
G'day. How's it going?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for not leaving me up here on my own.
Yeah, no. Thought I'd just jump in for a little while and say hello.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing was Luke from Feather and Downs Homestead suggested that we potentially do a group panel chat type thing the end of our Shed Wars season so that we can all kind of do a bit of a wrap-up type thing. So I thought I'd see what everyone thinks about that. His preference is obviously for a much earlier in the day live. So I thought I'd test the waters and see what everybody thought. Not that everyone's here tonight, but yeah, so that's kind of my public service announcements for the evening.
Something we could do.
Yeah.
Our wrap-up would be pretty easy.
Oh, you guys can start new stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know everything kind of died.
We got torpedoed by the contamination in the soil and that, but we were basically just dipping our toes in to have a go, and it was going to be more about what happens at the new location for us.
Absolutely. I'd love to hear what you're planning on doing with gardens there.
Yeah.
That would be really awesome. A bit of an outline of if you've got any ideas on what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, well, there's going to be an initial, just some simple raised garden beds to start off with, just to get us going. We've got a spot lined up for our fruit orchard, so there's a fair bit of work to do there first. The soil's pretty ordinary there, so we're going to have to either rip it up or get a lot of organic material in there, and it also has a bit of a slope, so it's going to need some swales to just control that water flow and keep it there. So that's that fruit orchard is going to be a 5 or 6 year work in progress.
Absolutely.
But yeah, look, I envisage 50 or 60 fruit trees in there by the end of it. So yeah. So all of my favourites and Julianne's favourites. So yeah.
Gotta have your favourites.
Yeah. Well, our little quince tree, we got about half a dozen fruit off that, even just out in the pot. So we're pretty happy with that. So yeah, quinces are pretty amazing. But eventually there'll be. Sorry.
I haven't grown quinces before.
They're really, from what I've seen with this plant, it's been really quite easy and really quite productive.
Hey, CJ, welcome.
Yeah, so thanks, Nettie. Julianne and I were out there painting all day today, so Julianne's asleep on the couch at the moment. She's absolutely bushed. We've got a section of the house that we have to have finished by this weekend, so that the floor coverings can start to go down. So we're furiously painting, but those cathedral ceilings above my head there were just yeah, that was hard. That was hard work.
That would have been really hard. And there is Downunder Farm Forge. Hi, Darren.
Hey, Darren. Yeah, I actually took my time and I looked at the last roller stroke I made on that roof and savoured the moment, because I thought I'm never getting up here to do these ceilings again.
Yes. And wild edibles, that would be awesome. If you could drop everyone's links, that would be fantastic. Much more efficient than me trying to remember what my commands for Nightbot are. Those cathedral ceilings look gorgeous.
Yeah, once the lighting goes in and we get the exposed trusses uncovered, which we'll do once all the floor coverings and everything are down, yeah, it's going to look really good. And then
it will.
That room there is when I stand in the kitchen, that's the outlook. It's sort of looking down that room there. So a lot of our future cooking and kitchen-based videos will be where I am there now. So that's where the kitchen's going to be. So we'll be facing that way, and behind that wall, I've got we've got the walk-in pantry or butler's pantry, but it's massive. So there's just meters and meters of stainless steel benching in there. So food prep and everything will be just so much easier.
Yeah.
Which I'm really looking forward to, because I love cooking.
That's going to be really awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing that when it's all finished. I'm sure you guys are looking forward to it more than I am, though.
Yeah, I'll be glad when it's all over yes, Darren knows the layout quite well. So
Darren knows the layout well. Yeah. I should be able to find his "Look what the cat dragged in" video.
So we're into our that paint bucket I'm doing there. That's the top coat one. That's a 15-litre bucket. We're into our third one at the moment. So, and we haven't even got to the back section yet. So yeah.
Wow.
That's $170 a bucket.
That's
so
huge.
it's not cheap.
No, it wouldn't be. Paint costs a fortune.
Yeah, it does. I've been pretty fortunate, though. I haven't had to put a drop cloth down, because all the paint that I drop actually lands in my hair, on my face, or in my clothes. So that's been pretty good.
You are the drop cloth, are you?
Oh, yeah. Just every day I walk out and I'm just, I don't know, I look like some animal just covered in white spots.
I can understand that, but at least the floor coverings aren't down, so you don't need to worry about that just yet.
No.
When did you say they're going down?
So the roller door for the garage goes on Monday. The 110,000 litre tank goes in Monday. The vinyl planks go down Wednesday, and then the carpet's lined up for next week sometime.
Wow.
So yeah, and
all happening, hey?
Yeah. Got the expensive white. Darren, mate, you wouldn't believe the trouble we had trying to find a white. Like there might be 50 shades of grey, but Julianne says there's about 1 million shades of white, and yeah, it was really difficult.
It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, just getting a white that didn't look like we looked at vivid white, which is just white, like it's hospital white. That's just, that's all it is. And so we tried to get something with just a little bit of tint to it, and it was either too brown or too grey or too green or too blue. And yeah, we eventually settled on one that looks really good. It's just got a little bit of brown, a little bit of black in it, so it's just got enough colour. Yeah, there we are. I'm all covered in paint from head to toe.
You are. Mind you, you're painting every square inch of the house white at the moment.
Yeah. Well, all the colour's going to come from the.
You stopped Darren from coming to help.
No, I didn't stop him from coming. It was. In fact, we're back in it tomorrow, mate. So if you want to jump in the car and come up, you're more than welcome. There's definitely a roller with your name on it, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be a huge job. Mind you, you'd be saving a fortune doing it yourself.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like, you know, if the builder would have had a team of, you know, 3 or 4 painters, so, you know, we're not as quick as what they are, but yeah,
No.
we're saving a fair amount of bickies. So, and that's yeah, and you know, we've done 19 or so houses, so, you know, we've done a lot of painting, and yeah, and you know, that was one thing. You know, Julian is really good at, you know, hanging plaster and doing all the tiling, all that sort of stuff as well. And I just, you know, we just decided she's done enough of that in the past, and we just need to let the professionals do that. But the painting is, yeah, it's hard work, but it's you know, it's long, consistent work, but it's something you can do, and it is a cost saving you can make.
Yes.
Yeah.
So apparently Darren says that vivid white has black in it and can show the strokes.
Yeah, and it does have a little colour in it. It when we put it up, it was just it was going to burn your eye sockets out. So yeah,
Bit too bright, huh?
Just a bit too bright. Yeah, but one we liked the look of it on the paint strip, but when we put it up on the wall, it came up sort of almost like a really light brown. And but yeah, while it's got a lot of white in it, the colours will come from the accessories and the flooring. So it's a vinyl plank floor that actually matches the exposed trusses. So we'll get that timber feel from underneath, and then, you know, whatever colourings you put on there.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, except Harrison's bedroom's going to have a feature wall, so he's picked out a colour for one wall. It's called Dinosaur.
Ah,
yeah, it's really cool.
He's a boy. He likes dinosaurs.
He likes dinosaurs and camo and all that. So yeah, yeah,
perfectly normal. You're definitely looking a bit speckly there.
Oh, well, I was just saying, that's actually not too bad. I jumped on a live the other day, and I had a big dollop of paint on my nose, and I had some trimmed down my cheek, and
I think I was on that one.
and I've had one dollop go straight in my eye, and I thought, so I was trying to wear sort of safety glasses now, because I'm always looking up as I'm doing it. And of course, one today, just a big dollop that fell, and it went straight in my mouth. And I went,
oh no! Oh, that's going to taste terrible.
I didn't realise how much paint tastes like plastic.
No, I wouldn't have thought of that either. So apparently Citizen Guardian is suggesting neon orange and neon green look great with white, futuristic style. Probably going with something more sensible though.
Mate, I tell you what, your house, knock yourself out. You put up as much neon green and oranges as you want. That's all good. Yeah. Dear. Yeah.
There's one in every crowd.
I do have trouble with me mascara running all the time, so I've stopped wearing that while I'm working.
Hey Josh, welcome. Oh, phone battery's going dead. That's never a good thing.
No. Batten down the hatches, mate, and stay safe if there's a cyclone coming in. Yep.
Yes, you stay safe and make sure you let us know how things go. Hopefully everything is fine and you get lots of lovely rain that's just going to soak in nicely and no damage.
Tie it down, bolt it down, screw it down, and anything you can't do that to, well, it's just going to blow away, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yes. It would seem that Wild Edibles Mike's phone has memorized people's details easily, so it's making it easier for her to find everyone's channels. So big fan of sharing everybody's details. As to why Josh's comments get held, I don't know. But it happens to him in every live that he goes in. His comments are just always held.
It's because there must be something in the algorithm. He's such a dodgy looking bugger. Like, he must just get picked up. And you know, like they see his photo on there and go, yeah, no, I've just got to hold whatever he says.
And he looks a bit sus. Could be suspicious.
Yeah.
I should be able to make it so that he's safe, though, actually. I'll
Just
try
blink
adding
at
him
him.
to an approved user. In your yard homestead. Oh, delightful. Nothing's found. But you're no help, YouTube. I hate it when YouTube plays games with me and won't do what I ask. It doesn't open on D&D Homestead. Oh dear. So yeah, I don't know why he always gets blocked, but he just always does. I wonder if I can add him as a moderator. Maybe that'd fix it, because then you can't block moderators.
No, that's right. Well, you'd think he wouldn't get held for review then.
He's not even finding any matches.
He's been picked up as a spammer. There you go.
Oh, could be. Could be. Lynn saying hi.
Actually, YouTube was getting called all sorts of names the last couple of days out there working, because I've got a stereo system and I plug my computer in and just let YouTube running now. And I usually just find a nice playlist. So when I'm on my own, it's a heavy metal playlist, and I've got it cranked up to 30, and then but it plays about 4 or 5 or 6 songs, and then all of a sudden it pauses and a little pop-up comes up and it says, "Video pause. Would you like to continue watching?" And I had to get down off my ladder and go over, and I start swearing, and I'm going, I put the blinking playlist on. Yeah, I really want you to pause it and make me come over and keep pressing it. So yeah.
Yes, you must come over and do it.
YouTube was getting a fair pummeling, I can tell you.
So Darren was saying that the D&D Homestead he doesn't get moderated on, so his comments don't get held.
Yeah.
I wonder what the deal is.
Oh, good, Darren. I thought it was just me it was picking on, but yeah, if it keeps pausing on YouTube. What is the point in that? You put a playlist on, you obviously want to listen to all the songs, so why stop after 5? Like, just come on.
It's very strange. Very, very strange. But YouTube does some weird things sometimes.
I know. Don't get me started.
Yay! Okay. I've made him a mod, so maybe that'll make it so it doesn't happen. Try and type something, Josh, if you're still there. Put him down as an approved user as well.
Yeah, cool.
The interesting thing is just typing Inya. Also, it came up with no users. So, I mean, it might have been that it wasn't capitalized. I don't know. But
yeah,
hopefully
so
that'll solve that.
Just getting back to the plan. So yeah, so we've got some red gum planks that we got from the old cattle run we pulled down. So I'm going to square all those up and use that to make some raised garden beds, so we can just get going. But then down to the south from the houses, eventually we'll have a couple of greenhouses and some high tunnels, and we'll have the lasagna garden beds.
Stay safe.
See you, Josh. Make sure it's all tied down, buddy. Stay safe.
We got wild animals.
Oh.
Oh,
Look
hello.
at that.
I
Hello,
had an idea. You guys can show me if this is good. I think I'm going to switch it around.
If you turn your phone so it's on the side, it'll probably be a bit better.
There. Not working? I'm trying to remember how to do this.
We can't see you anymore, but we can see the garden.
Yeah. I'm just trying to show you. Yeah, there. I have a long space behind my house that I was going to put chickens in. And the chickens are coming today. I didn't know they were coming today, but it's like a 20-foot, maybe space, but it's only a couple feet wide.
Yep.
Mhm.
How many meat birds do you think I can fit in here?
Mm.
You guys are all chicken people, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
reckon.
Although I'm not real good at feet. I think it's like for an adult chicken, it's like 1 square meter per chicken.
Well, 20 feet 6 meters.
But these are going to be
Okay.
chicks. Are you going to be
Yeah.
leaving them there
They're
all the
already
time
gonna
and
be
having them on deep
fine.
bedding?
Yeah,
No, if you just keep
I'm
adding
cleaning it
extra
out.
deep bedding.
Yeah, if
They're
you
already gonna be 5 pounds.
Yeah.
if you put some planking down that side there, so you actually make a storage area and then get some deep bedding in there for them to live on. Yeah, that'd be fine in there. I would have thought you get 6 or 8. Maybe 10 in there, but 6 would definitely
Yeah,
be
I'm
pretty comfortable in
thinking
there.
if I squeeze 10 in there and they're already 5 pounds
Yeah,
and they start
10,
fighting, I can take a couple out.
yeah.
That's right.
They can go to freezer camp, right?
10 might be starting to push it, but you won't know till you try. So
That's
they
right.
just need a bit of room to sort of get out from underneath each other. Yeah, Darren
they'll
said
use
wouldn't go
vertical
more
Yeah,
than
I
spacing.
was
6.
gonna
So
put a shelter.
I would have thought 6 to 8 would be a good number in that space. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, but we can work down to that if they're already 5 pounds, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Hi, Chicken Johnny. Welcome.
If they've got a good,
Awesome. Chicken
eight,
Johnny's here, eh?
if they've got a good 8 inches to 12 inches of deep bedding to scratch around in that, they'll be fine.
Mm.
Yeah, old
And I have these
Chicken Johnny
pins.
would be the man to ask.
I have these pins that they can hide under in there because they don't really have a roof, but we're going to put burn netting on the top.
Yep.
So we're thinking that maybe a couple of them so they can hide in them. And this is my chicken tractor outside that we were going to put a couple of birds in or a couple of hens.
Yep.
And they can hide in there for the night and be moved around. But we had a wolf in the yard the other day, and it was like right there.
Yeah.
So we're getting a little bit terrified right now about not having the hens out here at night, maybe taking them in. But we were only thinking about 3. So I don't know. It's getting more and more expensive to buy meat now. So we want to raise more and more meat.
And look, the key thing with predators, I mean, our main predator as far as chickens go out here is the foxes, and it's just about making sure that they're secure during the night time, which is they're nighttime predators, and the chickens need to be able to get into somewhere where they can't get into. So you either secure the entire yard and make it predator proof, or you secure their nighttime bedding and either put them away and then close the door and lock them up and get them safe.
Yeah.
But having a wolf in the backyard is certainly a bit.
That's a little scary.
That would be disturbing.
It was smelling at the rabbit shed.
Yeah, and they will. We have had foxes come out during the day as well, so they're not just a night predator. But here in Lockyer Valley, we also have wild dogs, so they'll come out at any time.
Yeah, well, the feral dogs are always a problem. So
they are indeed.
Yeah.
So Nettie was saying 6 would be comfortable, 10 would be pushing it.
Yeah, I would think so. I would thought somewhere between 6 and 8 would be a good number.
Yeah. And Lynn says, I'm not sure wild edibles, but I would say 36. Yeah.
And that's a good, and also you're collecting for eggs. 6 is a good number. You can get a good supply of eggs out of them. But if they're meat-based birds, well, foxes everywhere. There's only one good fox, and that's a dead one.
Yes, one that gets turned into a nice little shawl.
The wolf was huge too.
Yeah, and look,
that's scary.
The walls are in a different.
It was right outside where the rabbits are. So we got to make sure that it's all closed in for the night and everything now.
Yeah, for sure. The
So
walls
Chicken
are
Johnny,
different. Sorry.
Chicken Johnny's saying meat birds, you can pack them in a bit more. They won't be there for that long.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch the videos with the big chicken tractors, they've got a lot of birds in a small area, but they're constantly moving, and they're only in there for 8 to 12 weeks. So yeah. Yeah. I'm
Thank
the
you
same.
for helping.
Foxes are horrible. I've lost so much poultry to foxes when I was at Eagleby. I haven't lost any here. Some wood to touch somewhere.
Well, the foxes are.
I lost heaps at Eagleby.
They have another issue too, that they don't belong here. That they're not a native animal. They shouldn't be here. They've been brought in.
No.
And the mistake was made, a long time ago, and we're still paying for it. The wolves are a little bit different category, because they're actually a native animal there, so they have a right to be in that environment and whatever. So you certainly doesn't mean you have to let them slaughter your chickens, but you just have to deal with them in an ethical way, because they do have an important part to play in that ecosystem over there. Whereas foxes over here are they're a
menace.
They're a menace. Yeah.
Darren's eating. Yay!
Darren.
You're not starving yourself. That's fantastic to see. Not expecting you to talk with your mouth full, though.
Beef in XO sauce.
Ooh. Sounds yummy. I can't eat that at the moment. I miss food.
It is yummy.
I miss food. Oh. It's a bit sad when you start craving sausages. The boring old snag. But I am losing weight. My health is improving, so
That's really good, though.
yeah.
It's good when you start eating right and you feel better.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah, you know there's
This virus, I'm not feeling better at all. I've got aches and pains that are moving all over my body. It's really weird.
Yeah, but you're overall improving, and when you get rid of that virus, you'll feel a lot better.
I'm hoping it's the virus that's causing all the aches and pains. They're just really weird. Like I took the car into Ipswich. I took the car into Ipswich yesterday, which is like an hour's drive, and sat there waiting for it to get worked on for a couple of hours. And by the time they'd finished, I couldn't walk. My ankle had just gone, and my other knee had gone, nope, you're not walking on me. And I'm like, how do I get home? I can't drive.
Yeah.
So it wasn't much fun. But Nettie's saying that she's had wild dogs and foxes, and that's why they don't free-range many chickens. Yeah, I won't free-range chickens because I've seen them taken during the day.
And Nettie, get your mind out the gutter.
It's not us. Whose mind's in the gutter? What did I miss?
Nettie's mind's in the gutter.
Nettie's mind's there. Oh, craving sausages. Oh. See, now that's an assumption. You're assuming that she's talking. She could just be talking about the average, ordinary snag.
She didn't say sausages.
See, when Nettie went in the gutter, Darren was there waiting for her. Like, so
he was. True.
I had to step up to get there.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So yeah,
now as Darren's hurrying into his nice meal there, I've got these on my desk as an exercise in willpower. So
an exercise in willpower. Show us what they were again. Is it chocolate?
Yeah,
it's chocolate.
They're chocolate. They're the caramel ones. So
chocolate. I've been so good. I haven't had any chocolate, although I will fully admit I did have some gravy on my roast chicken the other day with veggies, but that was because I forgot to tell Red Rooster, no, I'm not allowed to have gravy, just the chicken and veggie, and my foot was too sore to do anything about it. What else did I cheat on? Oh, it was Gavin's birthday. So we made him a lasagna and made him a chocolate self-saucing pudding. Oh, you got a puppy dog.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with it. So it's got nothing to do with the food, does it, bud?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. Darren was right. I'm the slow one. Totally slow as. Hey, I am way too easy to take the mickey out of. It is not hard. It's real. There's really no challenge to it. So
we don't take the mickey out of anyone, do we, Steve?
No. It's not.
Just each other.
Not,
Wild had a phone call, so she had to go. Thank you for joining us, Wild. It was lovely to see you. You don't often get to see Wild. She usually has the camera pointing away from her. So I got to have her lovely, beautiful face on my live. I feel privileged. Darren. Feather and Downs Homestead was asking where you were on Will It Grow's live earlier today, which was very sad.
Not on Will It Grow's live.
You weren't. That's right. You weren't. But as a bit of an update for those in Shed Wars that weren't on this morning, no one in the Southern Hemisphere is being disqualified for anything. So
why would we be disqualified for stuff that we're watching now for the North?
That's a good question. But Feather and Downs Homestead was saying that he thought, hey, half the Southern Hemisphere were going to get disqualified. I have no idea why Luke thought that. But both John and Robert said, no one's getting disqualified. They're very proud of us and very excited. And there's apparently something really big coming out on the Shed Wars News Network to help promote all of our teams down here. So yeah, just as a little bit of trivia. And they're more than happy with people doing Garden Guru or Shed Wars. In fact, they're encouraging it. So
I haven't even heard of Garden Guru.
Jules Gardening and MB Heritage Farm dropped out of Shed Wars and started Garden Guru. So, yes, a little bit of interesting. Not quite sure why that all happened, but I don't know.
We're just about to finish, Nettie. 23rd, I think it is.
Yep, 23rd's the end date. And Feather and Luke also asked if we could all do a live panel the end to kind of celebrate and wrap up and give totals or something. I'm not quite sure.
It's trying to. The problem is because we're a multinational team.
Yes.
In so many different time zones.
Yeah, it's a challenge. He was suggesting around 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, I think, but I'm not sure how that goes with Africa and what time it would be then. I think they'd still be
asleep.
They'd still be snoozing in his sleep. I know my daytime live CG doesn't normally come on. The rules are set for 21 and need to be enforced. It's better this season going forward. So that'll be for the Northern Hemisphere. Gret is making the Shed Wars into episodes which took much longer. Next season I'll be making them more compact videos but shorter. Yeah, shorter videos are probably a good plan.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people try to make long things and that sort of thing. It's a 2-minute garden tip.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's a requirement. A 2-minute garden tip video.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be anything huge and big. Like I know Golden Triangle Prepper, they actually dropped out because they thought they didn't have enough videos made. And I think they already had enough videos before they dropped out.
Don't know. I mean, I don't even know if Gladiator Challenge counts towards.
Yeah, no, the Gladiator challenges count towards the totals. So, yeah, they don't need to be long videos. They can be really short. My problem is keeping my videos short. I can be a little bit verbose sometimes. And there's too many interesting things happening. That's probably why I like to kind of focus my videos so that if people are not interested in aquaponics, they don't watch the aquaponics videos. They can watch the chicken videos. And if they're not interested in the chicken videos, they can watch the garden videos.
Well, like a lot of mine were, or a couple of my early ones, they were just my garden tour And
Yeah.
then throw a tip in there. It's a video I'm filming anyway.
Well, that's it. Yeah. I think most of the videos I did were ones that I was doing anyway. I think the one that I really like, the gladiator challenges, I made special videos for, obviously. And the growing in a pot, that was the one that I did a special video just for Shed Wars on. But I'll use that for everything else anyway. Now, Wild Edibles are saying, yeah, it was unclear last year for all the rules. Watching 120-minute videos all on a Saturday like they wanted. Yeah, that's impossible. You can't do that.
Yeah,
You just can't do it.
Like my garden tours, try as I might, I can't get them under 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
No,
I like
garden
to talk
tours
about
are all
my
long.
plants.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a garden tour too. People expect a garden tour to be a bit longer.
And the people that are there for the information about your garden, what you're doing, they'll stay for a 15-minute, and that's fine. Your subs are always going to be made up of a variety of people with different purpose of why they're there. So
That's exactly it. I mean, especially on my channel because I've got such diverse content.
Yeah. You do.
Yeah, I don't expect the
seems to be diversing
blacksmith
a
to
bit
watch the gardening, to watch the cooking.
No.
No. No. It's like I know some people are dead against aquaponics. Still can't for the life of me know why. Other people don't believe in having chickens in cages or in mobile coops.
Yep.
Other people just are not interested in gardening. But they're curious about milking goats. Actually, my goat videos seem to be my most popular ones, which is interesting.
But for me, it's my blacksmithing, knife making.
Yep. Nettie says, yep, you never know. Our channel is so random. Well, I think it is a bit random when you're homesteading, though.
I think that's actually a strong point to have several fields.
Definitely.
Means you can appeal to several different audiences. Okay.
Yep. I was going to say,
yes, you can milk ducks if you want, especially on the 1st of April.
Any channel that presents milking ducks is definitely falling into the category of random. That there's no doubt about it.
I love that video. I think that one and the shorts video that Adam did, they're like my top 2 videos for the year. that could be a bit sad, and it could mean that I'm easily amused. I don't know, but I think I'm easily amused.
Quite frankly, I won't watch shorts.
Yeah.
I just don't watch them.
I see sometimes you only need 30 seconds to a minute to give information on something. Like if I'm checking the rain gauge, it doesn't take an hour to check the rain gauge. But I can share it with my neighbours. And they're all like, oh yeah, we got this much rain, we got this much rain. So Lynn's saying, oh yes, and the pig one, Nettie. The pig one. There's a pig video. Did I miss a pig video? I'm going to have to go search Silhouette Park Farm for a pig video now. I didn't realise they had pigs. Well, they have to have pigs. No, they don't.
Yes,
I don't know. I'm going to look for that later.
The pigs are out where the garden was.
Oh, okay.
Little bulldozers.
Yes, I missed the duck milking, Nettie. But you guys know that watch shorts.
Was the duck milking a short?
I don't know.
You gotta see the duck milking. It was absolutely hilarious. I have no clue how they did that with a straight face.
Straight face is easy.
Yeah. When you're playing poker.
Yep.
I would be hopeless at poker. Absolutely hopeless.
When you're talking to someone about drop bears.
Yeah.
It's a serious subject.
Oh, definitely.
Seriously silly. with.
Actually, there was a guy on the one of the prospecting Facebook pages posted a photo the other day. He had a big bruise on his arm, and he posted a photo of the drop bear with its big fangs in its mouth that attacked him. There, it was a great little post.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so
You come up with the funniest things. No, not something I can do well.
No, that's the one thing I have my mother to thank for. She told me, I always catch you out when you're lying because you don't look me in the eye and keep a straight face. That's the secret. Thanks, Mum.
This is the duck milking video.
Yeah, well,
I mean, look at that. There's no hint that it's a...
Yeah, but you're talking about the... Yeah.
You gotta watch the duck milking. Hey, Bibby!
You got a guy
I
there.
hope you're feeling better, beautiful.
You got a guy there in
Bibby.
Adam. I mean, he can tell ice to the Eskimos, you know.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's just, you gotta watch this. I'd love to know what he's holding in his hand to actually do that. To actually... I need a life quite badly. I really am amused by the simplest things.
I'm just hoping it's milk.
Well, it could be. Mind you, I also love Silhouette Parks. We have water. That one, that's priceless. But yeah. So Nettie says that they didn't look at each other, and that was the trick.
Yep.
And Adam's much better at them than she is. Rubber glove finger.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Chicken Johnny saying, have a great day. I have to get this day started. Have a great one, Chicken Johnny. Thanks for joining us.
Always great to have Chicken Johnny.
Very
It is. I don't think I've had him in one of my lives before. Waiting for the pain meds to kick in. We're in bed with you.
Ooh.
That could be a little bit disturbing.
So she's doped up and we're in bed with her.
That's what she just said. That is what she just said.
I'm just opting out of this conversation. I'm just...
That's a good idea. I hope the pain meds kick in soon, Bibby. I'm finding pain meds do not help at all. It's very frustrating.
I rarely take them.
Well, I don't normally take them either. Like, it's got to be really bad for me to actually reduce to taking pain medication, but
I'll take
at the moment I'm really
every now and
struggling.
again. Anti-inflammatories I'll take every now and again, but pain meds I try and avoid them.
Oh, at the moment, I mean, ibuprofen doesn't touch anything. Voltaren's not helping with anything, and both of those are supposed to be anti-inflammatories. But I'm also taking willow bark as well. Krill oil seems to help a little bit. You got the good ones, hey, Bibby. What do you got? At the moment, I have an incredibly sore knee, which is why I keep rubbing it. Heat actually does seem to help a bit.
More powerful than your ones.
Oh, probably.
They're prescribed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun. I have discovered that it's really not nice having sore hands. It makes it difficult to milk goats.
What's it like not having sore hands?
Yeah.
So you're not trying to milk goats, though.
I don't have any feeling in the outside of my hands on either side.
Yeah.
Ow. Is that from the accident?
Yeah.
Spinal compression.
I was going to say, is that nerve damage from the spine, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Fun at all. I apologise for whinging about my pain, which is not very bad then.
Oh, well,
Everyone's pain is
relative.
their own pain.
that's exactly right.
It's relative, isn't it? It's what you're used to.
You can't compare from one person to another because it all varies in intensity and your tolerance levels and everything. And yeah, that's just, and you can't say to someone, oh, I know what that feels like, because you don't, because pain is different for everyone's experience of pain is different.
I know what Bibby's taken feels like.
Targin and endone. Oh, they're fairly intense, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right.
And you do. It's like raising kids. I remember when I was a single mum and I only had one child. Like, I struggled so badly with one child. I grant you, she did have ADHD, so she was a wild child a little bit. Love it a bit, so. But a friend of mine, it didn't make any difference when one more was added to her bunch of 3. But when she dumped her 3 on me, it was like, oh no. Mind you, now, if people bring 4 kids over, I'm like, yeah, because I'm used to having multiple kids and not, that's probably the extra age as well. I don't know.
Just feed them all rum.
No, that's never actually been one of my strategies. I haven't tried that one.
Work for me.
Load them up on gripe water.
Gripe water, you reckon?
Yeah, that had a fair amount of alcohol in it.
Mm-hmm. Certainly did.
I know. Crystal, I was really particular on what she had just because of the ADD. I knew a lot of preservatives and all that sort of stuff really affected her quite badly. So having her on a gluten-free, dairy-free, preservative-free, taste-free.
Yeah.
I had friends that thought that I was torturing the poor child, and they would intentionally give her bickies and crackers and all that sort of thing behind my back, and I would know about it because her behaviour would just go off the wall. Nettie goes, rum.
That's because I always say rum.
You do. That's your standard answer for everything, isn't it?
It fixes things.
You had both kids medication free. Yep. Crystal was never on any medication. I did use some natural therapies with her. So I used natural minerals, antioxidants, and krill oil.
She's
and
talking about the pointy end of it.
The point. Oh, for with pain?
No. When she had the kids.
Oh, when she had the kids, she had no pain. I'm impressed. I had, with Crystal and Jonathan, I had an epidural. But with Matthew, so the middle one, Matthew, I just had the gas. Mind you, they were big babies. I mean, Crystal was 9 pound 10. But with Jonathan, they just sped up my labour so much, it just increased the pain ridiculously. But I was over 41, so they're like, what did they call it? It was either a geriatric, no, it used to be called the geriatric pregnancy. Now they call it advanced maternal age. Right. I could have handled geriatric pregnancy. The advanced maternal age, I had issues. But yeah, they wouldn't let me go past 38 weeks. So they sped up the... Wasn't happy with that at all.
Lynn, there are a couple, but we're not allowed to use them. For the herbs was just strong anesthetics. Mary Jane is a strong anesthetic.
Oh, okay.
And we're not allowed to use that. And opium.
Let's get the poppies growing.
Well, they're only grown in Australia on government contract in Tasmania.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's interesting. Yes, you were right. You were talking about both. Mm-hmm. She was talking about both. Toothache plant says she's experimenting, Wild Edibles is experimenting with this year. On mucous membranes, it's numbing.
Yeah, Lynn, I mean...
Lynn wants to know how that's going to go.
Anything Big Pharma wants to say, yeah, that's okay, is fine.
Yeah.
Anything anyone else wants to say? Yeah.
Oh, Bibby's just harvested some toothache plant. Maybe you should do a video on it, Bibby, when you're feeling better. Yeah, geriatric pregnancy is terrible, but advanced maternal age, they couldn't have just said I was old. See, I can handle being told I'm old, but advanced maternal age, really? Political correctness has got a lot to be handled. You gave birth on your 35th birthday and they were calling it a geriatric pregnancy. Good Lord. I think I had Matthew, I had him at 34, and Jonathan, I was 42. So, yes. Not that you guys would have much experience with that, I would imagine.
Nope. Hold a hand.
That's not necessarily a safe thing to do. It could get crushed.
It did.
It got crushed.
I figured I was in the least amount of pain.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably.
Well, my last experience was going out with Harrison behind me. He went straight into the special crib because he had to go down to the intensive care unit, or the baby intensive care unit. So I had to go with him while Julianne went off to surgery. So
hard one.
That's not nice.
Yeah, well, both of them basically died during the delivery. So blood pressure and heart rates all fluctuated everywhere, and so it was a pretty traumatic experience all round. So yeah. So and then I'm waiting for Julianne to come out, and he had wet lungs, so he was struggling to breathe, and he looked like he was going to be airlifted to Melbourne, and I was going to have to go in the chopper with him. And anyway, he started to stabilise, and he was in the NICU unit for 3-4 days, I think. So he eventually got his lungs pumping, and he did okay. So yeah, it was pretty scary times. Yeah.
That would have been really scary.
Yeah. And yeah, it scarred me. I won't deny it. So it was pretty tough. Yeah, but not as tough as on the other people involved, for sure. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's never a time in a guy's life that he feels more useless than during child delivery.
Yeah.
Understand that, because the only thing you can really do, and what really does make a real difference, is being there and supporting her.
Well, I've got 3 kids, so 2 with a previous marriage, and when Liam was born, my first son, he came out with a busted collarbone. So
ouch!
He was 9 pound 12 and had to be forceps out, and basically the doctor made a bad call. He shouldn't have forceps him. He was just too big, and he basically had to wrench him out. And when he wrenched him out, he broke his collarbone. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's true, Nettie. It doesn't matter what you do, what you say. You're absolutely useless.
You may.
Now
you
my
might
ex.
feel useless, but you're actually not useless.
No, she didn't even realise I was there.
Oh, okay. I realised what I was going to say.
My ex had a problem with delivery with the first one.
Yeah.
And I said to the nurses in the second one, she had a problem last time. It was because of this. And no one paid any attention. What would I know? I'm a guy.
Yeah.
I hate that. I'm not a big fan of doctors. I actually would have liked to have done a home birth, but with being as old as I was, there was no way they were going to let me. And Gavin didn't want to go there anyway. He's not the whole home birthy type.
No, do the crime, do the time.
He was happy to stay in the labour and was there with me the whole time and was comforting me and supporting me. So,
yeah, that's all we can do.
He was not even remotely interested in seeing what was happening. He would decided that there was enough people down that end sorting that out. He was going to stay up my end, which I got to say I still think is amusing. Mind you, I didn't want to look either. So they offered me a mirror and I'm like, nah, no thanks. I'm all good. If I see that, I won't be able to do it. Poor Wayne, actually feeling the labour.
Yeah, well, I still remember. Eventually, I was able. I left the hospital. Harrison was in the best spot, and Julianne was recovering, and time for me to go home. And so I went home and sat at the table and poured a nice glass of Scotch whiskey, and basically sat there and cried my heart out for a good 10, 15 minutes. So it was but got there, got over it, and went back the next day, and here we are. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see. Our second one was the more traumatic, but I had to go home and mind the first one. Had to go pick her up from grandma's and mind her. So it's like, just keep rocking.
Can't be in two places at once. I remember being a support person for my friend once. She was a single mum, had no one else to actually go in and support her, so I was actually a support person. So I have been on both sides of the birthing process. Yeah. And that it probably helped that I'd had a child before, so I was probably able to encourage and support her a little bit more. But she was always really grateful.
It's probably best that I don't comment on that, Bibby.
Missed that. My ex got all the morning sickness with both.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. I will get in trouble.
So since he said that his wife had a C-section before then, I'd never seen the insides of a human body. It was interesting but so scary. It would have been. I don't want to ever have to do the whole C-section thing. Okay, Groove says my dog just...
No.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Okay, so let's get rid of that one. Good.
See you later. Bye-bye, Grief. Just another Muppet.
Not a good Grief. I look like we got a tooth number as well.
Yeah, there's another Muppet. See you later, mate.
Fascinating.
That one.
I seem to be getting all the fun ones tonight. Thank you, guys. I have some wonderful mods. Thank you for taking care of me. So Nettie was saying she was a support person for a friend who had no partner long before you had your own kids. It is certainly an interesting experience.
Yeah, they seem to come in waves, Nettie. It's weird.
It would appear that way. It would certainly appear that way.
I take too much delight in kicking them out. I love it.
And you do a wonderful job at it, Bomber. Wonderful job. Especially considering you're in StreamYard. Yeah. Okay, zero infinity. What's with zero infinities in the basement? Do we know zero infinity?
I've never heard of a zero infinity.
No.
Neither have I. I'd say authenticated by YouTube, but it's not really. It looks a bit like a chainsaw. Yeah, I'm thinking I might ban from studio or kick. Do I kick or ban?
Just kick him. Oh, they're not commenting in the chat. At least not under that.
No.
That's right.
Don't accept zero infinity. Probably a troll. That's wisdom, CG. Thank you.
I would think so.
You would think that anybody that, like, yeah.
Just another brain dead Muppet with nothing better to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Bibby's saying that she watched her goddaughter being born. I was at the business end. You're a braver lady than me.
I've been at the business end.
Well, then you're a braver lady than me too.
Gee, thanks.
I thought you might appreciate that. Sorry, you're a braver man than me. Although that's not hard because I'm not a man. So Nettie says she figured she'd fold out hundreds of mares, so she'd be right. I have helped a couple of goats, but...
And there's less worries with orientation with people.
Really?
Hmm.
Because you get breech presentation, and I know Crystal was coming out upside down, which apparently made it so that morphine wouldn't have been any help even if I wanted it, which I didn't.
Yes, but with a foal, you need to get the arms first.
Same with the goat. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have breech, you can have head first, you can have all sorts of...
Yeah, all sorts of troubles.
And even worse if you got twins.
Mm.
And then you get one leg of each.
Yeah, that's never fun.
Yeah. Or you get one stuck and the other twin being pushed up against the back of the first one. That's tough.
Not fun at all.
No.
It doesn't seem to help having a vet do it either.
No.
I had a vet come out and organise one.
My dad goes out to his cousin's farm. He has
Is that someone you know?
Vault, no. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, his cousin's got a farm. He has a dairy and he has jerseys, and he ends up with quite a few Jersey cows. I don't think he's a real good farmer. I think he lets the condition of his cows go down too much. And
okay,
they
somebody
struggle
is definitely. Oh, delightful! I'm getting flooded.
Yeah.
Joy. How about Zero Infinity's back?
It's a whole.
Yeah, obviously someone is having a party.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a room. So I'm getting a negative room raid.
Yeah.
A negative room raid. I much prefer North Shore Preparedness as room raids. They're much more fun.
Yeah, I think you got them quick draw.
You did well, guys. I love North Shore's love raids. Just being told that my solar system installation saga continues. That's not very interesting.
More like a deadhead bogan raid.
I'm surprised Nightbot didn't kick them out, actually.
Yeah, well, it was repeating messages that should have.
Yeah.
Come on, Nightbot, lift the game. I'll have to check my settings on Nightbot. I know I adjusted them so that you could have multiple emoticons come in. I may have relaxed them a little bit too hard. So Nettie was saying that, yeah, it's different positioning on lambs and goats, foals, etc. It's much harder.
Mm.
They share them in troll pages. I mean, really, all it's done is increase the number of people that are watching and viewing my video. So I guess that's kind of cool. It's much more fun than the love raid, though. Love raids are much more fun.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, so I was saying, Dad goes out to this dairy and he ends up with a lot of cows that end up going down and can't calve. So he has to basically tie a rope on and give him a bit of a pull and a helping hand. So he does 6 to 12 of those every season out there, and he's had a back operation as well. So he's not the man that he used to be. It's tough on him.
Is he using a puller to do it, or is he just tying and?
No, I think he just does it by hand. I think he has more control that way. But yeah, it's a couple of years ago he had I think he did about 8 in one day, and yeah, he was knackered.
There we go. Nettie's doing love raid now. Nettie and Mike raid.
That's it, Mike. Keep those kangaroos coming, Mike.
Actually, it's funny. North Shore preparedness. Everybody in North Shore's room the other day decided to raid North Shore. So that just flooded North Shore's screen with
Hey, Dawn.
Hey,
with
the
hearts
funny,
and everything. Hi, Dawn. Lovely to see you.
funny one I saw the other day, Keto Jess, who North Shore raided a while ago, she actually raided him and brought all of her people in. Yeah.
She's starting to do love raids now.
Sean was sitting there and he's going, hey, what's going on?
It was so funny. So Nettie's got a lambing straps.
Yeah.
And I've used similar with mini foals. You can't pull like you can with a calf.
Yeah, no, you got to be careful with them.
Yeah. I know the only time I ever got a vet out to help one of my goats, A, it cost a fortune, and B, I still lost the goat and the twins. So I think I'm kind of at the point where if a goat's having trouble, then there's probably not a lot that can be done anyway.
There's bloody Nightbot. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up. Come on, Nightbot. Where were you all the trials are coming in? Come on, lift your game.
I'm gonna have to check my Nightbot settings.
Don't worry about the thumbs up, Nightbot. Do your job.
I must have the filters wrong. Excess caps is not enabled. Links is enabled. Excess symbols and I've got repetition disabled. Goose. My fault.
There you are. He's on guard duty properly now.
Yes, now he's on guard duty properly. I can make him do some fun stuff. Let's see if I can convince him to do some fun stuff.
Oh god, it can be so annoying if the settings are too tight. There you go.
Here's my commands list. I've forgotten what they all are. I've been having fun playing with Nightbot.
Not going there either.
I'm sure I said something that probably could be taken in a funny way. I'm not quite sure what it was.
Sorry, Darren's just dragged me down to the gutter. Sorry.
It didn't take a lot of convincing.
Didn't have far to go, mate. It was only one short little fall off the edge.
Who else have I got in here?
Considering I'm so PC.
Okay, look at this. Has jumped into the basement. Mate. I'm guessing look at this is not a good idea.
I can't believe you delivered that with a straight face. Like just done.
Mate, I told you I can deliver anything with a straight face.
Look at that! Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mark, how you doing, mate?
Does anyone know who Look at This is? They're in the basement. If you're in the basement, you need to put something in the chat so that I know you're a real human being. Otherwise, I'm going to kick you. Hi, Peter Dell. Lovely to see you.
And I'm telling you, Look at This does not fill us with much confidence.
No.
No, Look at This does not fill me with confidence at all.
That kind of sounds like you're going to be looking at a moon.
Well, they haven't commented, so I'm gonna ban from studio.
If you don't know,
no, I'll just kick it. Banning looked dangerous. I could have banned everyone there for a minute.
Mark and his dwarf jokes.
Is that the dwarf kangaroo jokes or?
Well, Mark started by calling me a dwarf.
Oh, so Mark started that, not John.
Yeah, but no, John changed it to dwarf kangaroo, but Mark started it, and it was complimentary.
Oh.
Because of Dwarf Forge
I've
is metal.
actually had Mark in one of my lives before, so welcome.
And having your middle name as Gimli just doesn't help much, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It's a beard, Darren. It's got a whole dwarf look to it. It's a very cool beard. So if you guys don't know Peter Dell, I met him from Gail Southern Living's channel. I think he's down in Melbourne. He's got some really lovely touristy type videos of Australia. So I saw a really nice one that he's got. Look at your private side chat.
It's a link to somewhere.
That doesn't say, oh, crumbs. I've got 14 chats in my private chat.
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
They are trolling you. This is a stream where you are doing it in.
Yeah, well, I think
It's lovely to have you join us, and God loves you too. It's Mark. Hello. You look like you've just woken up, or not quite.
I've been up for about 10 minutes, and nobody else in the house is awake, so I'm awake alone. I tried to wake up Mrs. Woodcutter, and she said, "It's Saturday. Leave me alone. I'm going to sleep in a little more." I said, "Okay."
It's a good thing to do on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's Sunday for you guys.
Saturday night.
It's Sunday night.
It's
Saturday.
10:30 Saturday night.
Okay. Sunday night.
Saturday night.
Okay.
So Saturday.
Yeah.
So we're the same day, just in the evening.
I see. That's the way I thought it worked, and then when you said Sunday night, I was like, "Well, maybe I don't understand."
Sorry.
So how's everybody been?
Yeah, all very well.
Good, mate. Yourself?
I'm making it.
You making it? That's good.
Still waiting to hear something back, from the detectives. My father went missing on the 15th.
Oh,
I did not know, mate.
didn't know that either.
His
We
house
knew something had gone wrong.
looks like murder. His house burned down on the 17th, and the people that he was associated with emptied his bank accounts on the 15th, the day he went missing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mate.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yesterday, it was yesterday or day before, detective told me that these people were in Oklahoma, and I was driving through Oklahoma where these people are supposed to be, and I was extremely upset, and knowing that they were potentially close to where I was, and I wasn't very interested in doing nice things to them, and so
no.
I caught myself doing a lot of praying for them to receive mercy and for them to receive grace, and because every thought in my heart and in my head was murderous. And, God says it is for me to avenge. Justice is mine, and I was in tears, honestly, just crying.
No.
I wanted to go and do dirty things to these people, and the correct response is forgiveness and love and compassion. And I'm going to leave it in God's hands and let God deal with it.
You're
And
a
honestly,
better man than I, mate.
that takes a lot of.
You are a better man than I, because I would have gone with a thirst for it.
Yeah, it's
Same here.
it's human to have that feeling, and
It is.
it's I don't know. I don't want to lose my relationship with the Lord because I take God's justice in my hands, but I certainly would love to take justice into my own hands.
Yeah, my first thought is pray for forgiveness after.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I try, but yeah.
I mean,
I'm far from perfect. Hey, far from perfect, but anyway.
well, I will continue to keep you in my prayers, which I have been doing anyway. Not knowing what the issue was, but I have been praying for you.
Pray that my dad's found, that his body's found. You know, that's the thing right now. We don't know where he is. We don't know, you know, his body wasn't in the fire. It's a mess. But what do you do?
There are no words.
There aren't any words, brother.
Love and prayers are with you, and there's not much else we can do. But we are definitely here to chat anytime you want.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to pop on and say hello to everybody. You know, I've pulled back away from YouTube quite a bit. You know, it was the easiest thing I could take off my plate. You know,
absolutely.
With everything else going on, it was the easiest thing I could kind of be like, you know, I'm done with that for now, and I'm gonna focus on what I've got to focus on. And
well, mate, you've got a whole heap of friends and mates all around the world. So anytime you need to jump on and talk to us, we're here for you.
I appreciate that.
Anytime you need someone to talk to, mate. Anytime. You know we're awake when most of the others are asleep. And if you want someone to do a dance, then call Steve.
Maybe you could put a snake somewhere.
Good day, everybody. I'm going to bounce off, and I just wanted to stop in and let you know I'm here and watching. And I do a lot more watching from the behind the scenes now than I did before. And I'll be around. It's good to see everybody. God bless.
It's good to see you.
Well, if you need anything, feel free to send prayer requests.
Thank you.
And happy to chat anytime. Bless you. Oh.
Peter, that message wasn't appropriate, mate, so I've taken it off.
Yeah.
No political stuff, please.
Exactly.
Definitely wisdom, Darren.
And g'day, Mackenzie. Sorry, we were a little bit distracted with Mark there.
Hi, Mackenzie. Wow.
I knew something was going on, but would never have picked that.
No.
I knew it had to be something pig, but I had not the remotest inkling on that one.
Pete, that's fine, mate. It's someone else's lives, just not the spot to put your stance.
Yep. Yeah, and that's fine. We've all got a stance, mate. I've got a stance as well, and it's totally opposite to yours, but I don't share it on people's lives.
No, and basically what we're here about is finding common ground, not looking for our differences, because God knows we've got differences. Each and every one of us have different opinions on absolutely everything. It's like a nose. We've all got them. So what I want this channel to be about and our lives to be about is finding common ground where we can stand together. And at the moment, we stand together gardening.
Oh, exactly right.
And painting houses.
Like this big fella down the bottom here, there are things that he believes in that's totally polar opposite to what I do, and that's fine because
absolutely
it's the differences that make it interesting. As long as it's done in a respectful manner, then that's fine.
I spent 3 hours last night on a phone call to Bibby discussing the differences.
Oh, there's hundreds of them.
No, I mean, as you know, Steve, I got some stuff going on at the moment.
Yes.
And Bibby gave me a call and was just touching base and that, and we ended up on the phone for 3 hours and discussing all sorts of things.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, much like this. It's like we're on opposite sides of the track. It doesn't mean we can't talk and
talk about it. And it shouldn't make be the defining factor as to whether you're mates or not. You should be able to.
Hello, Chris. Welcome.
I'm an atheist left wing greeny, tree-hugging environmentalist. Now, a lot of the lives I go into, some of the stuff I see there, my head starts to explode, but I just have to, just let it be, because there's nothing to be gained in arguing over the differences. It's more about finding a commonality and then using that to understand each other's point of view.
That's exactly it. You can't help being weird.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Hi, Abby's Life. Welcome. Hi, Cindy Squirrel. Thank you for joining us. 8:30 a.m. there. That explains why all the Americans are starting to jump on. It's always nice to see you guys. It's 7:30 a.m. for Lioncrest.
So he'd be in middle time? Mountain time?
You are much better at the time zone conversion than I am. I kind of go with it's nighttime here, it's daytime there. So Abby's saying she's good and asking Lioncrest how they are. And Citizen, hi. If anyone would like to come up and join the panel, you're more than welcome. Provided you're not a troll. Although it does look like the trolls are behaving themselves now and they've gone away.
Yeah, they went to annoy someone else.
Oh, I'm sure they were doing lovely things to my numbers. But I'm still glad that they've gone, though. Oh, dear. So what have you got planned, Darren, this week?
I made fajella muffins tonight.
Fajella muffins?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And, of course, there's a video coming.
Of course there's a video coming.
Your cooking videos are always so creative.
Well, you got to be different.
So Wild is the tree hugger, not Mike. But Wild is the one that's operating Mike. There goes the invisible child.
Yes,
I saw that invisible child.
He gave a little bit of a wave. There he goes. he's like a shadow in the background.
He is.
He's a little ninja.
That's funny. So, Mackenzie, have you got your cup of coffee now? You're all happy? She was getting a cup of coffee before and just listening.
Coffee is important.
Life is always better with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Coffee's life.
Miss coffee. Oh, I miss coffee.
Yes, I shared that on Facebook today. Water is the most important element in life because without water, you can't make coffee.
You make coffee out of it. That's right.
I love it. That's a good one, Darren. Oh, dear.
Well, what's the alcohol content of whiskey? It's usually about, is it 30%, 25%?
Uh-oh. Yeah. Here's trouble.
And, let's say it's 25%. Well, what's the rest of it? It's water. So, you can't have no water. You can't have whiskey either.
That's exactly it.
I'm back. I pressed the wrong button. My fault. Oops. It's never good when you knock yourself out of your own live.
No, generally not.
Well,
there you go. So Mackenzie says, yep, you need water for a cuppa.
Yep.
Very important. See, Nettie says she doesn't drink coffee. I can't drink coffee at the moment. Hey, it's Jay.
Oh,
hey, Julian.
Hey, bub.
Rose between the two thorns.
Yes, but who's she calling the rose?
That's a good question.
Well, it won't be me.
Yeah, it's never you.
And
I can't say I've ever been accused of being a rose.
I'm going to go I'm going with Jandera just as a bit of a guess.
I don't know about being called a thorn, but I've been called a pea and root.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go there, but
oh, there you go. I'm the rose.
Ah.
She did say that.
Are you trying to butter me up to make the drive tomorrow?
Nah, not at all, mate. I said it's an open invitation. If you want to get out of the city and get some country air, there's a spot there for you.
Darren's just a dark character.
We love you, Darren.
It's sort of like the older Batman.
Actually, I would have you more as Wolverine sort of character.
Yeah, Wolverine's probably more of a... I think it's the beard that makes you think Wolverine.
Yeah.
I like your beard. You've got a very distinctive beard.
It's because I spend too much time playing with it.
I'm playing with your
Go
beard.
on, Steve.
Okay.
It was lined up.
Nah, not touching that one with me snake hook.
Just bring a paintbrush, Darren.
There's plenty of
They've
paper.
already got a roller there with my name on it.
That's right.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Peter Dells asked, how's everyone's journey with YouTube going? Now, that's an interesting question. That depends on what you mean.
I've been very happy with the development of our channel for how long we've been on. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think once we get on our property and have a bit more content and more regular videos, we'll do better. But just, we haven't got time to be putting many videos on at the moment because we're flat out trying to get out there.
Yes.
And
AJA,
likewise,
I'm doing well, beautiful.
You can only put so much video of someone painting a roof up.
Well, you seem to do a few lives with it.
Yeah, I just jump on every now and then and let people have a sneak peek at Steve being the living drop sheet.
Yes, Nettie, I am planning on going on tomorrow night.
You know,
That is my
Mackenzie,
plan.
unless you get a troll, you haven't made it on YouTube.
I've got trolls. I got room raided by trolls tonight. So that must mean I've really made it. I got so excited the first time I got a troll.
Yeah,
So YouTube is good and fun as it's shocking at making a living unless you have thousands of videos. I've got well over 1,200 videos, and yeah, I think I've got, mind you, my channel's been running for well over 4 years, and December last year I had about 150 subscribers. With joining SHEDWARS, focusing a bit more on my videos, I've now got the 568, and my views have gone over, I think I've got over 100,000 views for the lifetime, so I'm pretty stoked. I'm not earning any money, although I did have somebody donate towards me getting a GoPro, so I'm really excited about that.
It's awesome.
Agreed,
Yeah,
she was
look.
only $20, but hey, $20 is $20.
That's it.
I am totally not complaining about a $20 donation. So if anyone wants to donate towards the GoPro, I would really appreciate it.
Go, move,
I'll have to find the link now.
move.
Nettie, I am more than happy for you to send as many prayer requests as you want. Anytime anyone wants to send any prayer requests, just send them over. You can either email me on my email address that's in the About section on my YouTube channel, or you can just leave a comment on one of my videos, preferably one of the prayer ones, because then I'll be able to find it easier. But yeah, any prayer requests, more than open to prayer requests. And if you would prefer to have the prayer request not on the live, feel free to just email it through to me and I'll do that in my own private time. So
Yeah.
Mackenzie, 20 away from her giveaway with her YouTube stuff. So that's kind of cool.
Indeed.
Most ads pay
G'day to
for AdSense.
Harrison too. I'm sure he was looking for Dusty though.
Oh, he loves Dusty.
Who doesn't love Dusty? Dusty's
They were
gorgeous.
both very cute dogs when they came up to visit.
Oh, now, speaking of Dusty, is that your Dusty coffee mug?
No, this is my Bobby coffee mug.
Can we see it? Which one is it? Have you got the
No.
Dusty one there?
No, it's probably
No?
not one you want on your channel.
Oh, okay. Thank you for protecting my channel. I appreciate that. Pippy Pappy. Hello.
Hello, Pibby.
I don't know Pippy Pappy. Hello, Pippy. I do like your jelly beans.
Oh,
I'm assuming they're jelly beans.
Did you have the promotion? It was one of the painting mobs. You'd go buy a tin of paint and you got another tin full of jelly beans.
Yes, that was Dulux.
Yeah. God, that was good. There's my light.
Where's your light? You do have an interesting couple of shadows behind you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, we got,
See, behind every great man, there's a great woman.
And behind Steve, there's a great woman too.
Oh, dear.
yep, apparently is a no, I'll just leave it there.
Yep, messages on Facebook are good as well.
Got one of these.
Has anyone filled out the tax forms for YouTube? Well, I've got a few people here that are monetized.
Tax forms.
I've done the ones for Amazon,
Nettie
but
says
not
those
for,
jelly beans are the best.
I've done Amazon tax forms, not YouTube. I'm not up to that yet.
Harrison's excited now. He can see the dog.
can see
Yes,
a
there's the
butt.
dog just behind you. Oh, his tail. And back hind legs.
Which one? There you go, Harrison.
Oh, look at that. Puppy love.
There you go. Look at the screen. No, cuddle. Oh, off you go.
Oh, but he's too cute, Darren. Oh, look at
Yeah, he's
that
going to stare at the
tail.
back of my head.
It's like, come on, Dad, play with me.
You're a weirdo.
Play with. Don't look at that computer screen. Play with me.
No,
He's too cute.
good boy.
So there you go, Peter. Silhouette Park Farm have filled out their forms. Adam did them. So you'd have to ask him questions. And Nettie's the one that's on at the moment.
Oh, Jesus.
Puppy dog likes the elbows. Your lights are really interesting now.
I'm lit up like a
Christmas tree.
lit up like I'm in a park. Oh, look, you can get the reflection in me glasses here. Look at that.
Thank you, Nettie.
Remember the Cocoa Pops, they want to
Ooh.
ban and name amazing What's This World Is. No, don't get that one. It's just silly what people are doing with changing words. It's confusing the life out of me. They're very simple.
On stuff that was named when it was inoffensive to have the name, all of a sudden the name's offensive.
I mean, Coon Cheese is named after a guy called Coon. His last name is Coon.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Yeah, but if you grew up being called that name every day, you know, day in, week out as an abusive term, and you go in and see that.
You're not going to like it either.
No, exactly. So look at it from the other side of you too. I know where you're coming from. I can see that side of you, but I can also see the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that comes down to you've got to really look at how the words are being used.
Yeah.
As to whether or not you choose to get offended by it.
If that block of cheese was called N cheese, using the N word, there'd be no argument about it.
There'd be no argument at all.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It's
you're
no
right.
different.
They wouldn't.
It's no different.
I guess not. Although if it was the guy's last name, wouldn't you think that'd be up to the actual owner of that company, though, as to whether or not they changed their name?
And Kraft's the owner, and Kraft's the one who said, yeah, we'll change the name.
Yeah. Well, if they're happy to change it, then who am I to complain? Not really my place, is it?
No, that's right.
Nope. You've increased your lights. I've decreased mine. Oh, now I'm probably a bit too dark. I just felt like I was really bright.
Well,
How's that?
These
better?
These little Duvalakis are $15 at Kmart.
Yeah, I've got something similar to that. Not that you can see it.
Hi, Bob.
Oh, Teddy! Hey, Andy! Welcome! We got room up on the panel if you want to jump up.
No, come on, go.
Now, that's not Darren saying you're not allowed to come up on the panel. Gotta love those dogs. Oh, he's so cute.
Really?
You're being mugged.
Uh-huh.
Darren is being mugged. They are adorable.
What's that? There's dogs on the screen. Who's that? Why is there a dog on the screen?
Oh, that's so cute. Actually, it's really funny. I was watching somebody's video the other day, and they had their cat meowing in it, and my cat got so upset by it. It wasn't funny. It was like, "Where's that cat? Where is it?"
You
All right, Nettie, good night.
Night, Nettie. You sleep
night,
well,
Nettie.
beautiful. Get a good night's sleep. I think CG appreciated watching the dogs. Good for a belly laugh. There you go. And Dawn loves all three of you. And we got Andy. Welcome.
There we go. G'day, mate.
How you going, Andy?
Hey, y'all. I feel
Yay.
loved by Dawn. I'm trying to, yeah, great. How you guys?
Oh,
Doing well. Careful, Darren. You're impersonating John.
Look out, they're running amok.
We are running amok. Bless you, Nettie. Sleep well.
Catch you later, Nettie.
Is your dog's name Bob?
yes, I have a Bob or Bobby and Dusty.
Jesus, I've got a Bobby and a Benny.
I have a Bobby and a Dusty. Dusty came already named. He's a rescue.
And very cute.
Yeah.
And very stupid, but hey.
Does that mean we should call him a dizzy blonde?
He's dizzy. He's learned a bit, Pete. But yeah, I mean, he's not the brightest dog in the world. Let's just put it that way. I'm Bob. If he could talk, he'd take over the world. Dusty, yeah. Some days he's lucky to remember to breathe and walk at the same time.
Maybe you should have called him Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah, except they're the opposite.
Brain in the pinky.
The small one's the dumb one. Yeah, no, they're just being fools. Someone's outside. Great thing of living in suburbia.
I was going to say the joys of living in suburbia.
Yeah, we were outside on the footpath here last night, sort of on dusk, and the cars going up and down, just the traffic, and that'd be nothing look like down your neck of the woods, Darren. But we're sort of looking at it going, gee, I can't wait to get away from this.
Totally follow. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Now, apparently, Dawn's wanting to know when are the dogs going to do more
Testing 1,
filming
2,
work.
3.
Got some mic
I
issues there, Andy.
didn't film them last time we went for a drive. So, and they didn't do any filming out the window.
Hey, Homestead Oz.
You know I can't do that. That would be illegal to hold my camera, hold my phone,
That's right.
and
You
point it
can't
out the
do
window.
something like that.
No.
Yeah, we've got you, Andy.
Thanks, Sweenies.
We do seem to have a bit of an interesting echo thing happening at the moment, but
Who's echoing?
That's why I changed the mic.
Ah,
I think it may have been better before that. I hope it's not me echoing.
No.
I was going to say I'm the only one that's not wearing headphones. Although if it was me echoing, it would have been doing it all the way along.
It's you. It's you, Jandera.
It's me. Typical.
Yeah.
Can't take me anywhere, can you?
no.
It's kind of funny though that it is if it is me.
No, I've got to take it twice. The second time is to apologise.
Now see if I can convince my system to actually work properly.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I'm wearing an earpiece.
It certainly saves the problem. There seems to be some background noise still happening.
Yeah, out of sync now.
I'm out of sync now.
Uh-huh.
Mm. Yeah, you got the Bruce Lee overdub thing happening.
Monkey magic.
Yeah. God, I used to love that show.
So did I. I'm going to see if it's back on, if you can find it anywhere. There's bound to be somewhere you can watch it free to
The
download.
original,
There's
the
many,
original
many
Monkey Magic was awesome.
There's many, many remakes of it now, so trying to find it would be difficult.
Yeah, they did do another. I knew they did one new version of them. They've done a few, have they?
That's actually a very long read, that book.
Okay.
I've never read the
Never
book.
read the book.
I didn't know it was a book.
It is a book.
There you go. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's 6 till 7 on ABC was just prime time. It was either The Goodies or Doctor Who or Hitchhiker's Guide or Monkey.
Yeah.
I could never get into Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, come on. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What a classic. You've got to know where the towel is, mate.
I'm
Sorry.
pretty sure that's actually on YouTube. You can watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy free on YouTube now.
I think that one's more of a nerd one.
It is.
So
It is a bit.
apparently,
Yeah.
it's a bit like a ventriloquist act out of sync. Oh no. That's never a good look, and all I did was plug in my headphones.
Actually, the most disappointing thing about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was that movie that they did a few years ago. They remade it, and it was abysmal. It was awful.
Remakes
I
are always terrible.
was never too much into British comedy.
Oh, you've just gone down a step, mate.
The goodies were always
That's
funny. I always loved the goodies.
Oh,
I didn't mind the goodies, but things like Beelzebub, I think it was. He was a scarecrow and that sort of thing.
that was
I
weird.
never watched that one.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about Yes
didn't
Prime
like that.
Minister and Yes Minister? They're funny.
They were a good series.
Next, you're going to say, "Are you being served?"
Yeah. Are You Being Served is funny. Although a little bit interesting.
I think it was timely. I don't think that one's aged well.
No.
Yeah.
No,
See,
no, it wouldn't have aged well. Whereas Yes Minister's you can't really date it.
Yeah.
no, Mr. Bean is atrocious.
Stupid. I have a great respect for Rowan Atkinson. I think he's an awesome actor.
He's an awesome actor. And the fact that he could do a TV show purely with his face and never talking is great.
Yes.
But I hated it.
Yeah, Mr. Bean's not one that I ever got into.
See, his Blackadder series, absolutely love those. They're absolutely one of my favourite comedy. But
Yes.
Mr. Bean doesn't do it for me.
No.
No, Mr. Bean doesn't do it for me either.
And is that a canoe in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
There you go. Mackenzie
I'm
likes
going to
Top
come
Gear.
back in and see if that echo dies.
Okay.
Yep. And
I think that echo has decreased.
I'm a big Python fan, so I love everything by Monty Python and Faulty Towers, anything by John Cleese. But yeah,
no, Faulty Towers, no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
It can be quite annoying. It's like watching a train wreck.
That's like that.
Yeah.
That other one. It was set French Resistance. I forget the name of the show.
Hello.
Yeah, it has.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was so funny.
Never got into that. And I mean,
And the difference was their accents, and they literally done that during the show. They changed their accent.
I mean, I'm a World War II military buff. I love everything World War II. I cannot watch that show. I just can't do it.
Some Monty Python's good. Some
better.
is just so over the top.
Yeah.
Cringe-worthy, but it's not.
One of Harrison's favourite movies is Johnny English with Rowan, and he's very good in that. He's very, very clever. Yeah, Hello was terrible. It certainly was.
Mm-hmm.
John seems shocked that you don't like British comedy. Darren?
Yeah, as I said, I'm not a huge fan.
J.A.
If you
is
want to
not
go
a fan
in your
of Hello.
face, if you want to go with in your face comedy, the old Paul Hogan. Yeah, the Paul Hogan show.
See, now, I could, yeah.
So
I never watched a lot of it.
you could not possibly air that nowadays.
No.
Oh, no. No.
Could not possibly air it.
Well, there's a lot of things you can't air now.
Yeah.
And that was some in-your-face comedy. Yeah, I don't know about
I do like
music.
The Good Life. You got to like The Good Life.
The Good Life.
Oh. Nah, see.
Never heard of it.
He stopped his job and he started homesteading in his backyard.
Yeah, no.
So gardening and everything in his backyard.
See, I like one of my favourite shows.
You've never seen The Good Life? The Good Life actually got like a royal exhibition. Like the royals actually thought it was the best. Not that the royal thing is the whole be-all and end-all of life, but The Good Life. How could you have not heard The Good Life?
The ultimate the king of British comedy is The Young Ones, and in one of the episodes of The Young Ones, Vivian goes off his nut about how much he hates The Good Life, and I love that there's about a 30, and he just goes right off at it. I'm going, yes, Vivian, I'm with you.
Heroes. Oh, yeah, you got to love Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's Heroes, yes. But the lead actor was an American. Come on.
I was going to say, is that British? That's not really British comedy, is it?
Of dubious quality.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mind Hogan's Heroes.
Do we have a troll? Is Bobby Butcher a troll?
No, that's in keeping.
Okay.
From what I'm seeing.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, English.
And
Okay.
he was polite the way he said it.
Okay. Just checking.
Yep.
You guys are much better at looking at those. See, Sweenies agree with me. Good Life was good.
Yeah, but she thinks other channels that I don't rate are good too.
Andrew Dice Clay, also known as Ford Fairlane, the comedian.
I've heard the name.
Not bringing it to mind. Just imagine what it's going to be like in like 10 years' time, though, when people start reminiscing on TV shows. People watch stuff everywhere. They watch stuff on Netflix, and they watch different stuff on Prime, and they watch different stuff on YouTube, and then you got the free-to-air stuff. They're not going to have anything in common.
And there's some real high-quality cerebral stuff on television at the moment, isn't there?
Oh, well, actually,
I don't know. I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I disconnected my aerial 20 years ago. I haven't watched free-to-air for...
I can just see
Very
someone in the future, 20 years down the track. Oh, geez, I really wish I could download that 2021 season of Maths. Like it was just sensational television. I wish I could get a copy of that.
So Dawn stepped away to find an answer for CG. Not sure what that was.
I don't know.
Mackenzie appreciated that, Bomber. Yeah, people get offended really, really easily, and it is a challenge. And we probably do need to start being more considerate.
She stepped away to find out what the name of a channel was.
I wonder what the channel was. I'm curious now.
Name of the channel that the guy is like Mr. Bean. It's a French YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
I did see that comment earlier. Yes, LOLO was that bad.
Oh, hideous.
I like LOLO. It was silly.
No. No.
It's just silly.
No, there was allegories with onions and...
Well, actually, no, that's true. There was a lot of... I grant you, I was a lot younger then, and chances are if I watched it now, I'd have big problems. Oh, I was trying to show Gavin some videos because he was a very conservative teenager, whereas I was not a conservative teenager. And I used to I was introducing him to some of the movies that I used to watch when I was younger, and I'm watching it going, this is totally cringeworthy. We're not watching the rest of this.
I was discussing schlock movies with my son the other day, actually. Things like The Toxic Avenger.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Oh, that was an absolutely horrid movie, but it became a cult favorite.
Oh, absolutely. It's a cult legend.
Yes.
Sorry, I wasn't in that cult.
Hi, Harrison.
Cult, Hi, Harrison. I will fully admit to being a Trekkie, but
Run, Rabbit, Run.
What was the old show with the theme song? Run, Rabbit, Run.
Oh, there you go. He's on Google.
Well, I got no idea.
I know that that's a common phrase used in shows now.
The Chronicle of the Rosaries? Is that the name of the channel? Oh, Dad's Army was terrible.
Dad's Army, yeah. Yep.
Dad's Army.
I think I watched it a few times, but not a huge amount.
Yeah.
The Dad's Army theme song was about Hitler and having him on the run. So yeah.
Yeah. Not a fan of Dad's Army.
No.
It was a bunch of old guys and underage guys who couldn't join the war effort, which was the Home Defence League.
That's right. They used to practice with broomsticks because the British didn't have enough Lee Enfields to give them.
Apparently, the butcher in the house says that everything's being slaughtered in here. I think it's an appropriate comment for a butcher.
Yeah.
Kingswood Country. I do like Kingswood Country. I'm sorry. Ted Bullpit.
Kick on me grandmother.
you gotta love the Kingswood Country.
Not the Kingswood.
I'm going to go see if I can find a copy of that. No, I haven't thought of that one for years. Oh dear.
Can't get the Kingswood out. Got to move the Tirana and then move the Commodore, so I can move the Commodore so I can get the Kingswood out.
Yeah, that's about the highlight of the show.
Oh dear. Oh, Sweetie says, no, Peter, that was terrible too.
So what did you actually like, Julianne?
That's a good question. Oh, did it break?
No.
Norman
Gunston was part of the Paul Hogan show.
Yeah.
Norman Gunston.
And he always had pieces of toilet paper on his face.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Peter, that was
Shaving
terrible.
cuts.
And yeah, he was funny for the time, but you couldn't transpose it to now. It just wouldn't work.
No.
Uri McKenzie, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Mackenzie. Bye, Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.
Keep drinking that coffee.
Yes, keep that coffee up.
Oh, mine's gone cold.
Oh, that's no good.
It's okay, it's empty now.
Paul Hogan and Clunk Eastwood.
Clunk Eastwood.
Yeah,
I remember
Julian and I,
Mash.
Julian and I are both Seinfeld fans as well. So
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
yeah,
I do like MASH.
No, you just dropped in my estimation. And that
Seinfeld
was a hard
great show.
achievement.
Seinfeld was a great show.
Seinfeld.
Up until the last episode, I mean, what were they thinking? Seriously. The second worst final episode ever.
Oh, beaches, Mickey.
Yeah. Go on, put Sweeney's next comment up. Go on.
Oh, I did that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not as old as you, Steve.
No.
I don't think any of us are as old as Steve, are we?
No.
Am I the elder statesman, am I?
I think you might be. I mean, with Mark's not here. So can anyone else top 53? Did you have a good birthday, Steve?
Yeah, I did. Yes. Yeah.
That's excellent. Have you been having fun with your drums?
Yeah, I've been jumping on and having a go. I've got a couple of songs nearly ready for filming, I reckon. So
I would love to say that I'm going to watch them, but I probably won't. Drums just are not my thing.
I sent a message to.
How heavy are you going?
How heavy am I going? I'm starting with the Vines, who are indie rock. So yeah, not full heavy yet. I'm not fast enough yet. So and I sent Nettie a message saying I'd like to do a collaboration with Adam. So if we pick a song and I'll do the drum track for him and record it and then send it to him and then he can play it and play along to it. But, I've been looking at country grooves. I tell you what, country drumming is not easy. No, it's not.
But Dawn says that you're only a baby. And Peter Dell looks like he's a good 10 months older than you.
Cool. As long as someone's
So
older than me.
So you're the oldest one on the panel.
Right, okay.
Yes, by a lot of years.
At least 8. I think I'm 46 this year. How bad is that? I don't know how old I am.
Oh, I've got to do the maths.
Yeah, it's easy to forget. Especially when you don't really, I mean, birthdays don't really mean a hell of a lot to me. So it's just another day. As long as I keep making them, it's fine.
I was really desperate to get to 25 so that the insurance would drop down. Now I'm over that. Julianne's saying that you guys have built a soundproof garage.
Yeah, we're
It's not.
It's
not
not?
double walled. It's not double walled.
No.
Bobby the Butcher says finally you can shout like you want to. They're an acreage. They'll shout like they want to anyway.
Yeah, that'll be for the acoustic kit, which you just get on that when you're home on your own, really, just to
Oh, did you hear that poor Prince Philip's not going to get a letter from his wife? That was sad. I mean, not just the fact that he's not getting a letter, but
yeah, well,
that's
happens to us all.
It does. It does. Eventually, we're not going to be here anymore. But people will still be able to watch our lovely videos.
Cool.
Hey, Peter, make me a fresh coffee while you're at it.
Yeah. White with 2, thanks.
I'm not having coffee at the moment, only water.
Bobby the Butcher, they will rewrite a lot of stuff.
Have a great
to
night,
Americanize it. Life on Mars was so much better as the British original one.
Yep.
The girl coming out of the TV and frightening people.
The Ring.
Nope. Not getting that one. Mind you, I haven't watched TV for a very long time.
So the other garage we made from cool panels with sound dampening.
And if it doesn't dampen the sound enough, she can keep your corpse fresh.
Well, there's well, there's 20 acres, so I can just keep building garage sheds further down the property until I'm out of earshot.
That works. That works.
Look at that. That's the advantage of an electronic kit. So plug the headphones in, and you can hear a bit of a tap tap, but it's not deafening the whole house.
Of course, when you're playing metal, you got to turn the sticks around.
Yeah, you don't have to, but it does look better. Actually, you're right. You go.
We had a guy come to school years back when I was at school, so it must have been a long time back.
Yep.
A little while.
Yeah, he used to live with what's his name? I can't remember the name of him. Flame Trees. Who was the singer?
Oh, Jimmy Barnes.
Jimmy Barnes. He used to live with Jimmy Barnes.
Oh, God.
His brother.
Yep.
And yeah, he was a drummer. He had some stories.
I mean, let me go, oh, wow, but also, oh, God.
yeah. That bottle of vodka a night wasn't an exaggeration.
Jimmy could just hammer it away. He was like you see footage of some of his earlier concerts, and when they're doing the pub gigs and that, it's just the bottle of spirits up the mouth and glug glug. Yeah. But Julianne, not a big Jimmy Barnes fan, but I love him.
I love Jimmy Barnes.
Yeah, it's great.
He gives us people with a broken voice an excuse to sing.
Yeah. Actually, one of the best concerts I went to was Choir Boys opening for Jimmy Barnes in the in the Barnstorming tour. It was down in Melbourne, not at it was before Rod Laver. It was over on the other side of the road in the corner. Was it the Sports and Entertainment Centre or something? Yeah, anyway, it was a great, awesome concert.
I think you're getting baited, mate.
No, I totally agree with Ian Moss is a much better singer. He was an awesome singer, but he didn't. But if you're talking about a singer, then yeah, definitely. If you're talking about a belter and a power singer, then yeah, Barnsey had him.
Yeah.
And
If you're talking about a rock voice, it was Barnsey. If you're talking about a singer, then Mossy.
Yeah. And they complemented each other. Then they wrote songs that would highlight both of their techniques. And I mean, one of my favourite songs, and which Julianne will test because I play it all the time, is "When the War Is Over."
Yeah, love it.
You know,
and that's a Mossy song.
And that's an Ian Moss song. And then Barnsey comes in the middle and belts out that middle bit for a bit of just a bit of fire, and then it goes back into an Ian Moss song. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Barnsey could not have taken the lead on it at all.
No, but Ian Moss couldn't have delivered the whole song. You know, they complemented each other, and they were a great band.
Yeah, well, I like one of my favourite songs, Tucker's Daughter.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I do like that one. That one's a good one.
Yeah. But could you imagine?
That's not a song that Barnsey could do.
I was going to say, could you imagine Barnsey singing Tucker's Daughter? Oh my God.
But I mean, he does some great blues stuff too.
He does too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When he done those those soul albums, I had Soul Deep and Soul Deeper. Loved them.
Yeah.
They were on constant play on the CD in my car.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Yeah.
G'day, Lee family.
Hi, Lee.
It was funny today as we were painting. We had the 80s playlist on, and it was she hates REM. The funny thing was
just to see your face there.
REM.
So we had this playlist on, and we had Rick Astley come on, and then Culture Club, and I wanted to get something to stop my ears from bleeding because that's just. And then we were sitting there having a cup of coffee, and REM comes on, so the boot was on the other foot. It was an interesting switch around.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
And Culture Club.
Yeah.
That song. Every time I hear that song, I want to hurt him.
Yep.
Every time I hear that song.
It's an interesting one too, because I actually, as a person, I actually like Boy George. From what I've seen of him in other instances, and he has got an awesome voice. I've heard him sing other things, and his voice is fantastic. But the whole Culture Club genre of music,
No.
Not my thing.
Now, in all fairness to Julianne, I didn't notice, but she does have kind of the puking up smiley face there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she can't stand it.
She was being sarcastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
REM is to Julianne.
Like New Kids on the Block or something like that.
Oh.
That was so totally worth it.
It's almost as bad as One Direction.
Oh, no.
Well, shit, I like REM.
Yeah.
Well, there's no accounting for taste, is there?
We won't hold it against you, Andy.
I will.
Yep.
Oh, Darren, wait. Oh, Paul Kelly. Oh, we got another throwing up one from Julianne.
I don't mind some Paul Kelly.
See, I love Paul Kelly. Just think he's great.
Some Paul Kelly's good. Who's going to make the gravy? Love it.
Yep.
Awesome song. From Little Things, can't stand it.
Yeah, not one of my favorites.
Can't stand it. I mean, it's a great topic, but it is a shocking song.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite one of Paul Kelly is Deeper Water. I don't know if you've heard that one before.
You're letting your inner weird out there.
Yeah, it's got a good message. For me, it's a good story.
A good message.
It's a good story. Yeah.
If you're thinking about message, I used to do like Phil Collins.
The old Phil Collins story.
Yes. Land of Paradise? Is that the one?
No. Oh, what's the name of it?
Another Day in Paradise. I did like that one. And I am a bit of a John Farnham fan. Sorry. Love you on the voice.
Yes.
If it redeems me, I also used to like Guns N' Roses and all that sort of stuff.
What were you going to say, Andy?
I tried to say it'll be something in the air.
Yeah, something in the air.
Yeah.
In the air tonight.
That's it.
That's the one.
Yep.
This backstory behind that one. Whether that's an urban myth or the truth, who knows?
I don't think I know the backstory.
You need to be listening to the song as you hear this backstory.
Oh.
It's a great song. It's a great song to drum to. I know that much.
Midnight Oil, I am not a fan at all.
In trouble.
I went to a school down near the beach, which was full of surfer types, and so Midnight Oil was playing all the time.
I know one that we can probably all agree on. Adam Kilpatrick.
No, see, back when I was younger, there was things like Manowar.
Yep, good band.
Running Wild.
I don't remember those two.
They're a pirate metal band.
We got a fangirl happening here.
Chris Stapleton, love Chris Stapleton. Nowadays I'm country.
Oh, you do? You like Adam Kilpatrick?
Yeah, I don't mind some of Adam's stuff. I'm not going to say I love it all.
No. I do like the background music he's got on most of the videos.
Yeah. Look, I love some of his songs. Some of them it's sort of like, no.
Yeah. Bit
But
funny.
I'm weird about Australian country music. I'm not a huge fan of Australian country music. Although I love American country music. So
yeah.
Mind you, you seem to like a lot of things that are American.
yeah, don't
Especially
don't take the conversation there.
Okay. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
So how's that painting going, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good.
What have you got there, Andy?
I'll be glad when it's all over, buddy.
Oh, sad face. Sad face.
See, like
You're in the chat and you can talk, so you're using emojis.
See, as far as Australian country goes, like Adam Brandt,
self-done emojis too.
I like some stuff that Adam Brandt does, but but not everything,
Cheese is good. I can miss cheese.
I can make cheese. In fact, I used to teach people to make cheese.
I've made some goat cheese.
Everything's better
Nothing
than cheese.
fancy, though.
Way Out West, there's an Australian country song I absolutely love.
Yeah. Now that was Australian Crawl, James Ray. No, or that was the remake. Or am I on the wrong song?
I think you're on the wrong song.
I think I'm on the wrong song.
What about AC/DC?
Akadaka.
Akadaka. Are you talking to the metalhead about Akadaka?
You cannot go wrong with Akadaka. The best thing about Akadaka is that you've got a drummer there who proves that you don't need to have every chop in every song and every lick and every fancy run and just good, solid, consistent drumming with a few little bits and pieces in it, and it sounds good. Like Phil Rudd was just an amazing drummer.
So, Drops Family Garden says putting your cheeks together and blowing isn't making cheese.
No, that's making raspberries.
That's very rude.
I probably shouldn't have put that up on the screen, should I? Oh, dear. I miss cheese. Oh, I can't have cheese at the moment. I can't even make my own cheese. I don't know what it is. There's something in cheese that's not agreeing with my system at the moment.
Got to be lactose.
No, because I'd be using goat's milk, and I'm not allowed to make goat's milk cheese either. It's more the fungus and the bacteria and the lice that are in there.
No, goat's milk's still got lactose. It's just less.
It's got different proteins. Either way, I'm allowed to have goat's milk at the moment, but I'm not allowed to have goat's milk cheese. Part of the diet that I'm on, it takes out all the funguses and all the cheese, all the bacterial stuff, and yes, I miss food. Hey, it's Nettie.
Okay.
Oh, is it Adam? No, it's Adam. No.
Yandira, what I'd do is make mozzarella, which has no bacteria.
I'm not allowed
ricotta, which has
like a simple cheese with just milk and apple cider vinegar, and I was told, nope, not allowed.
Oh, Jesus.
Vinegar cheese.
Also, Nettie's up with the kids again.
Yep.
Yes. And she's going to get Adam to sing Way Out West.
For your next live, Darren.
Thank you, Nettie. I'll enjoy that.
I think everyone will enjoy that.
She still won't sing. She thinks my tractor's sexy for me, though.
Cheese has been made in various ways throughout history. It has indeed. Cheese is fascinating. Stephen, did you see the ruse tonight over the road?
I did actually, I got some footage of with the camera. I stopped in the driveway and walked across the road and got some footage of them, because every time we put kangaroos in one of our videos, all of the OS viewers just go nuts on it. They love kangaroos in the paddocks.
I've actually got some footage on my camera, but it's a matter of making it go from my camera to my YouTube. Because I do everything on my phone.
I love kangaroo on pizza as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of a bit partial to the old kangaroo myself.
Yeah.
So Drop's not responsible for their inherent rambling for about an hour after waking up. Be right back. Time for coffee by the looks of that. Pizza from scratch yesterday. Oh, I miss pizza. Because I'm not allowed to have the bread. I'm not allowed to have the tomato paste. I'm not allowed to have the cheese. I'm not allowed to have the meat. I'm not allowed to have the capsicum. I'm not sure what's left for the pizza.
Who puts capsicum on a pizza?
Super Supremes have always got capsicum on them.
Beer.
I can't have alcohol.
Beer pizzas.
What?
I'm not allowed to have alcohol at the moment. I know. I mean, what do you do?
Barbecue chicken with pineapple and anchovy.
Yeah.
Now, anchovies, I'm not going to put anchovies on a pizza.
No.
Pineapple. I'll put pineapple on a pizza.
Yeah, see, I like to cross all the boundaries.
Yep.
The pineapple
Obviously.
and the anchovies. Because generally the pineapple people don't agree with anchovies, and the anchovy people don't agree with pineapple.
The beauty that pizza made is it's probably 99.9% likely you don't have to share it with anyone.
I have never had to share that.
Although I left it at 0.1% chance, but yeah.
Yeah. My daughter comes over the next day and goes, "Oh, pizza." Oh, no.
Citizen Guardian, anchovies are not amazing on pizza. They're absolute garbage.
Anchovies.
I mean, I love olives, but anchovies are just way out there.
The fact that a South African thinks it's fine is just proof enough for me that shouldn't happen. Like, it's just just garbage.
We still love you, Fiji.
South Africans like some salty food.
It's incredible, apparently.
We had a guy, we were doing an event and we were cooking something up, and the guy who was cooking it, he loves salting things. He goes, "Do you think this is salty enough?"
And he's frustrated.
And it's like, yeah, it's plenty salty enough.
Oh, we've got Harrison waving in the background there. Hi, Harrison.
Yes. And then the South African guy came up and basically poured salt in it.
Oh.
What's he got now? Miniatures?
Oh, you're going to show the jalapenos? Oh, look at the jalapenos. How cool is that?
One's a bit dodgy there, but yeah. So not a bad batch. And then
awesome.
Some of these little guys.
What are those ones?
That's a habanero.
Oh, so you might have just mini cats.
That's a red habanero.
Yes. And I've got a couple of green ones as well. So
habaneros are supposed to be orange.
Yeah, well, they've really read it up on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the jalapenos are a really good.
Oh, you like hot food, don't you?
Oh, I love hot food.
Yeah. Remind me to bring. I got to remember to bring a present if I come up tomorrow.
Cool. Yeah.
That's something that you'll enjoy.
Awesome. Yeah. I just love the pickled jalapenos. Like whenever I cook Mexican, I usually just open up a jar and I just eat them straight out of the jar with me beer as I'm cooking. And yeah.
Well, the recipe hasn't hit yet, but I made cowboy candy.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, yummy.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was one I'm going to have a go at some stage as well. So I'll be looking forward to that video. Julianne's just posted we're going to be ripping out our garden in the next few days. Rip it out this week. Get ready for move. Fruit. Everything in pots can come with us.
What are you doing with the potting soil that you had?
Well, don't know. It won't be coming with us. I know that much. So whether we dig it all out and chuck it, I don't know. But yeah, it's.
Hey, that's a tough question. What to do with that potting mix, that soil? Is there any suggestions from the landscape supply or anything?
It's basically your problem, mate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't seen.
Chuck it in the compost.
Yeah, well,
it's been composted once and it hasn't killed it.
It's got residual herbicides from contaminated compost from Melbourne.
I wonder how long the residual will last.
Yeah, well, seems to have a pretty long half life. It's yeah. Mm. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason. Welcome to the live.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, the old habanero pepper sauce is just magnificent. I'd sit and eat one live, but I'm not that silly.
Oh, that could have been really entertaining. I would have full screened it for you.
The other one.
If he's going to do that, he's going to broadcast it and do it on his own channel.
I wouldn't be doing that. The other one I've got is a Thai chili. They're just a little sucker like that.
Little bird's eye chili.
Yeah, and I did a stir fry the other night and used a generic stir fry sauce off Recipe Tinnies, which was really good. And so I did Julianne's, and then I went and I picked 3 chilies, and I chopped up 2 of them, And I looked at it, and there was about probably 14, 15 slices. I thought, I wonder if I should put the third one in. Oh, look, I'll just put 2 in for this one and see how I go. So I added that to the stir fry, and 2 mouthfuls later, my mouth was on fire and my lips were all tingling and going, geez, I'm glad I didn't put the third one in. It was awesome. The heat in those little things was just incredible.
Yeah, see, I can do heat in a meal.
I've heard it's illegal to be a ring barker.
Yeah?
Think about it, Darren. Think about it. Next morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I've never had that effect. I have never had that effect.
Nah, me either, really.
Not once. Yeah, I hear people going, yeah, I can't eat Indian because of the next day. I've never had that effect. And I cook some hot food.
Yeah.
See, mate,
So,
on that note, Darren, where did you learn to cook, my friend? And don't tell me you just like to rattle pots.
I do. That's exactly it.
Oh, come on, dude. There's a bit of professional in there.
There's no professional training. There's
Learn from a
not
professional.
one. Nope.
Had a mum that was an amazing cook.
Nope. My mum couldn't cook
amazing
toast.
My mum can burn water.
Yeah, my mum burnt toast often.
My mum burnt water. That's what my mum likes, burning toast.
My mum's bum had its own bloody postcode.
Okay, that's not very nice.
But no, unless you put a fork in a steak and it broke, my mum didn't think it was cooked.
Yes, one of those.
So I started cooking my own steak at about 10.
Oh, that's it. You've got experience.
Yeah.
I pretty much taught myself to cook too. My dad was a really good cook, but he died when I was 10, so.
Julianne's dad can cook, but yes, when she was growing up, if you wanted chops and 3 veg, he was good to do that. Her mum, well, she tries hard. Let me just say that.
Definitely not.
Harrison just chimed in. Definitely not. Julianne basically taught herself how to bake, and she basically became a professional.
Should I mention that I'm on my second cookbook?
So, and Julianne just did what a lot of people do. Just went onto YouTube, watched lots of videos on how to do it, got in and did it, taught herself how to do fondant and model, but she had the skill there, just needed the just a little bit of helping hand, and off she went. But she used to enter into the Bendigo shows, and so she's the baker and I'm the cook. So, and the difference between a baker and a cook, bakers measure.
Yeah.
No. I don't really measure baking either.
Yeah. Yeah.
My Thermomix
you guys
makes me
have
look.
seen my videos. You've seen the way I measure stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't measure.
Yeah. That includes
I don't
baking.
think I could replicate your cooking if my life depended on it.
I don't think I can replicate my cooking if my life depended on it.
Okay, Jason is good. He has a cup. He feels civilized. Well, you're more than welcome to join us, Jason.
But no, I started cooking when I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
That'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I've still got a scar on my hand from cutting pickles when I was about 10 years old.
Wow.
So, yes, I was trusted with the sharp knives at 10 and taught them not to trust me with the sharp knives at 10.
Yeah. You only do that wrong move and there's lots of various wrong moves you can make, but you only make each one of them once. I can remember sharpening a knife one day just on a sharpening steel, and instead of
Happy feeding the kids, Lee. Thanks for joining us.
Instead of putting the knife on the steel, I actually put the knife on one of my knuckles, and I didn't realise as I pulled it. And yeah, that was a nice cut.
Back leg.
So that taught me how to sharpen a knife properly or safely.
Yeah, no, I very rarely use the steel.
I think Andy appreciated that one, Bobby the Butcher. So Baker Leg's just going to go make a cup of coffee now. We have a lot of Americans that like
homemade rum with homemade Coke.
Now that would be interesting. You got a rum. Man after your own heart, Darren.
Gotta have the rum.
Both parents were excellent cooks and made sure all us kids learned to cook at a young age. That's really important. I need to spend more time with the boys teaching them how to cook. They want to. I'm just not quite always that patient.
Oh, both mine can cook.
Well, when I was a school teacher, one of the schools I taught at was a Stephanie Alexander garden kitchen program school. So they actually had a full-time gardener and a full-time chef or cook, and each class would go out for a 2-hour gardening session and a 1-hour gardening session and a 2-hour cooking session every week. And yeah, so we basically taught them how to compost and grow, and then they'd go into the kitchen with stuff they'd harvested and cook various foods. And the idea was to teach them where their food came from, and also give them opportunity to sample other food. It was really cool.
Yeah, also the most of my cooking training came from school. Yeah, I learned from my father and my grandmother. And Gran used to be a chef at Myers or a cook at Myers. And then at school, I took every cooking class I could.
Yep.
I can actually cake decorate.
My dad used to be the cook in our family, and my mum used to say, as a cook, I'm a good typist. Literally, she would do horrible things to microwave vegetables. I am still traumatized to this day. And don't even go there with chocos. There is severe traumatism.
Oh, and cabbage. Everybody's parents boiled the crap out of cabbage.
And
actually, my grandma did, but she I think she put salt or some sort of seasoning in it. And even though it was boiled to death, it still actually tasted nice.
Well, actually, we got coal cannon, so hey.
Oh, I love coal cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried okonomiyaki?
Poor JA's dying. You might have to go save her.
Okonomiyaki?
What?
It's a Japanese cabbage cheesecake. Or cheesecake. Cabbage fritter.
No.
Oh, mate. It's bloody magnificent.
Nope.
That's a bit scary, having to ask how to boil water. Although, as I said, my mum actually literally blew up a polypot, which is designed to boil water, on her honeymoon. It could be why my dad was an amazing cook.
My ex's mother actually called her one day to ask how to use garlic when you cook.
Well, then she was trying to experiment.
Mm-hmm. I had to teach my ex to cook.
A wife that was a mum that was a chef is definitely a good thing. You scored, CG, and your wife is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, but she talks almost as much as CG does.
That's really bad, J.A. That dog's really, what's he been eating?
When they let rip, they're just They're
Santa Maria.
foul.
What's the matter, Andy?
The dog's fart thing.
Yeah, chemical warfare it is.
Love you too, CG.
Oh, my cheeks are hurting. Clearly been
Oh, I
good
didn't want to
exercise.
know that.
Steve, you need to go open a window. Go rescue JA.
Add chlorophyll
That
to
must
the
have
dog's
been
water.
one hell of a fart, Geraldine.
That's impressive. Unless she's in like a small room.
G'day, Baker Leg.
Oh, dear.
Chlorophyll to the dog's water.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, that would probably help.
It does help.
yeah. That also that you're supposed to use that also to help mask the smell of them when they're in season too. I think, but whether that works or not, I don't know.
Chlorophyll helps to keep the insides clean.
Okay. I might have to invest in a little bit and give it a try.
Yeah, I had a teaspoon of the boy's water, and yeah.
Okay. No harm in trying.
Best Life. Hi, Best Life. Welcome.
Hey, Best Life.
G'day, bestie.
I think you really need to go open the window, Steve. Although I do think it's really fascinating that you guys actually jump on a live to have a conversation.
That's actually the only time they talk.
I'm starting to think we're providing relationship. Because it would appear that that's the only time they talk.
Not at all.
Yes, Jason, that is part of the reason why dogs eat grass, to get the chlorophyll
So there you
out of
go.
it. It helps to
Jason,
settle the
finally
upset
agrees with
stomach.
Darren.
Yeah, actually, I do remember giving it to Spike. Yeah. Spike was a 60-kilo bull mastiff we used to own. He was a magnificent dog.
You don't talk unless you're on the live.
No, but you do film him and call him an idiot.
Hey, you
And
did
certain
start
other
off
innocent
those
parties.
Oh, dear. Well, I'm glad we can provide a way for you guys to talk to each other.
It's all good.
How is the Tulsa fox, Jason?
Jason's wife is the Tulsa fox. Oh, there you go.
I spend way too much time on YouTube.
She threw out his pear seeds. That didn't go down well.
Prey
I think
food.
it's pear
They eat the leavings of the prey. Best Life. That's why they also go around and eat cow poo, sheep poo.
There you go.
Yeah, and they love rolling in it too.
Mm-hmm. It helps to mask their flavour.
Yeah.
Mask their scent.
Yeah.
That is actually a natural instinct.
Yeah, it's a hunting instinct. Yeah.
We have it in writing, Steve. Julianne does not.
Oh.
And you're a keeper.
Yeah,
You really should put a ring on it.
She's a keeper too. Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
Can't argue with that.
No.
Can't argue with that at all.
Tell you what we had the other night, which was is it Guzman and Gomez and Guzman or whatever it is, the Mexican takeaway?
Mm.
Bloody awful.
I've never tried that. What's it like?
Oh God, it was awful. It was a regret of the week. It was like, sorry if there's any employees or shareholders, but no, it was garbage.
Yeah, all
That's
right.
good, huh?
Well, I won't try it then.
Oh, look, I think life is, education in life is about trying things for yourself. I mean, you might think it's great. So, I wouldn't say don't,
Now Is Julian implying the Steve's a keeper was part of the delirium from the dog?
Yeah.
Gaseous anomaly?
Yeah, she's saying the dog rotted her brain.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Well,
It keeps it interesting.
it's always amusing. If it's not funny,
Julianne,
it's
you can always put a bloody hose up Steve's bum, you know. That'll clean him out.
Hey, I'm not the problem.
Oh, come on, mate. Come on,
Well-
mate. The old dog farted routine. Are you kidding me?
Hey, she's in
They
that
are in
room
the
there.
room.
She's in that
Yeah,
room
Harrison's
over there.
still in there. Harrison's still in the room with him, so it can't be Steve. Although he hasn't
it
waved
is
for a while.
10 minutes to
It's
midnight,
up
Baker League.
Oh.
Yes, you're in the same time zone as me now, aren't you?
Yes.
He's tall enough to paint 10-foot ceilings. That's good value.
That's
You're good
that's what I
value,
was-
Steve.
That's what I was on today. Big extension pole and 10-foot ceilings.
Wow.
So the garage is basically 5 squares, and yeah, I put undercoat and top coat on, so it was a fair amount. It was 100 square meters of paint today, just in one room.
Hmm.
But anyway, got one more coat, and then they can put the roller door on.
So the best life hasn't had any good Mexicans since they left Colorado. I haven't been to Colorado. I probably haven't had decent Mexican either.
I went to a Mexican restaurant in Boise, in Idaho, and geez, it was a good meal. It was a really good Mexican restaurant. I know it was a long way from Mexico, but yeah, it was good stuff.
Yes, but there might have been a Mexican running the Mexican restaurant.
Could well have been, yeah.
That is possible.
There's a few more Mexicans in America than there is in Australia.
It certainly is. Yeah.
No, we got
Yeah.
tons of Mexicans in Queensland.
Well, the whole state of Victoria is filled with Mexicans, apparently.
Well, that's where our Mexicans come from, mate.
See,
Yeah.
YouTube has divided us nicely. We've got the Queenslanders on one side and the Southerners on the
Yeah.
other side. Well, I've got that around the wrong way.
You just keep bending those bananas and send them south, mate. That's all good.
Yeah. We're going to charge you for it, bro. You ever tried to eat a straight banana?
No, don't want to go there.
Apparently, you're good at taking the trash out too, Steve. According to the Best Life. I think that's what the Best Life's saying.
Taking out the trash.
Yeah, because Julianne said that you were good at painting. You did a good job in the garage.
Yeah.
And then the Best Life said you did a reasonable job taking the trash out.
Yeah, except when I forget.
I do a good job taking the trash out. That was my second divorce.
Apparently, Colorado is crowded nowadays. Drops remembers when they saw no buildings east of the football stadium. Now it's just a bunch of high-rises. I remember, Andy, you probably remember too, when out past McDowall had no houses. It was all farms.
Mm-hmm.
Bridgman Downs was just all farmland.
Yep.
Not anymore.
You know, I can't
But
buy.
she's in bed and she's still bossing you around.
I've been trying to buy 2,000 square metres of ground. And unless I got 1.8 mil, I'm going nowhere.
Yes, just to explain the comment, there's a number of different terms we have for different states depending where you live. So Victorians are south of the border, so they're Mexicans. Queenslanders grow bananas, so they're banana benders. Western Australia is full of deserts and sand, so they're sand gropers. I don't know why South Australians are crow eaters, but anyone in South Australia is a crow eater.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Then you
Because that's about all that's there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Australia's not that bad.
Oh, look,
Yeah, it is.
South Australia is a great state. There's only one problem with it. It's full of South Australians.
Oh, dear.
And I don't know what we call New South Wales
It's okay.
people. What do we call people from New South Wales?
Cockroaches.
Oh, of course, that's right.
They're the cockies.
I just figured we don't talk about them.
Yeah, well,
So he's starting to encroach out here. I got some developers running around making notes on the property around here.
Where are you,
You're getting some feedback on that South Australia thing, mate.
Well, welcome to the live stream, hey Shepherds. But
Yes.
hey, you actually got him saying something, so
yeah, no, we're just joking around. I mean, yeah, and Andy and Jess from Resonance Homestead are we do love them, but you know, now that we've got South Australians, do we have to put subtitles on the bottom here, or? I'm only joking.
He's serious.
we're seriously getting sore.
Oh, sorry, Steve. We talk a little bit too fast for you guys. Let me slow it down.
That's more like a Victorian speed. That's better.
So there you go. We're going to have to watch Intrepid's videos to see what South Australia is really like.
Yeah, no, South Australia.
Bobby's actually a South Australian.
Yeah.
So
Although
we
we
normally
do
go
need
back every year so we can see the family.
We do need to speak slower for the South Australians, apparently.
Nah, it's South Australia. It's a lovely state. It's got some really good areas. What do they call it? The winery area down the coast south from Adelaide, the Limestone Coast area, just stunning. Yeah, and it's hard to go past a good Barossa red as well.
Well,
I think
Bobby
they
is
call
from
it
around that area.
Australia.
Bobby is from around that area. His breeder lives in the Kaipo forest.
Yeah.
And so he's Kaipo Bobby.
Yep.
There you go.
And my just going to think, it's my great granddad. He came
Darren,
from.
you know dogs can breed themselves, don't you, mate?
Yeah. Yeah, he manages that quite well, man. He's actually a stud. I'm his pimp.
Yeah, my great granddad came from Munter in South Australia. I'd love to go there one day and have a look around. Think it's a big mining area. I'm not exactly sure.
I haven't gone past out of Brisbane. Grew up in Brisbane and then went to Logan and then came out to the Lockyer Valley. So all in Queensland.
Well, the third move was a good one, though.
I love it out here, the Lockyer Valley. It's just beautiful.
Getting out of Brisbane.
And a little bit better than Logan.
There's some good things in Logan. And honestly, I mean, I lived in Eagleby, and Eagleby is a undervalued suburb. It's got a really bad reputation, but it has some amazing wetlands out there. Absolutely amazing.
The Logan pub, you mean?
No! We're the Eagleby wetlands. We've actually, in Eagleby, they've actually got, I think there's like 24 raptors in Australia and 22 of them live in Eagleby. That's why it's called Eagleby, because it's where the eagles be. The bird life in Eagleby is phenomenal. They get a lot of migratory birds and all that sort of thing, but I was part of a group trying to stop a freeway going through the Eagleby wetlands, so I know a fair bit about the area.
Hang on. What kind of people talk like this where the eagle be?
Actually, it was originally an Aboriginal name for it, I think. I think that's where Eagleby actually came from, which actually did come from, they called it because that's where the eagles be.
Yeah, but if they used the real Aboriginal name, I'd be happy.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the real eagle name was.
Hey, Jendera, where are you? How far away from Gatton are you?
I'm 20 minutes.
20 minutes. No, yeah, you're
20
right.
minutes from Gatton.
Yeah, well, Julianne's got relatives up in Gatton.
Gatton's lovely.
Yeah.
I like Lockyer Waters better, but Gatton's lovely.
Gatto.
I spend a lot of time in Gatton.
We had a bit of a walk around the streets of Gatto.
I've never heard it called Gatto before.
Yeah, Gatto.
No, I definitely haven't called it Gatto.
Out on the street of the town of El Gatto.
You don't talk to the locals then.
The locals around here called Lockyer Waters. Lockyer no waters. But we've now got water, which is wonderful.
So,
yeah, Julianne was saying the local detective is her cousin.
Yeah, he's a good copper. Does his job well.
I have actually been to the courthouse once because I was getting some. Actually, no, I've done twice because I needed to get some documents witnessed, and actually saw the police car pull over and they were jump starting somebody. And I thought, how cool is that?
Oh, and you made the judge a promise about that thing with the goats.
So Baker Leg's trying to come out of his shell.
Yeah, just let rip. John's not gonna worry about anything anyone says.
No,
John's got a good sense of humour.
He does. Yeah. And that's actually half of what the problem is, because people don't realise half the time he's actually trying to be nice with his shout outs. He's just got an interesting character that he puts on to do them.
Yeah.
They need to watch to the end of the video.
He's got a sense of humour that people sometimes don't get. You've got to read between the lines. It comes across a bit caustic at times, but it's not. It's just It's just
I have a nickname now. Apparently, I'm Giggly Garrowan. Same with Laurie. So Laurie's Giggling Laurie, and apparently
I'm the Portuguese man of war.
Pardon?
Yeah,
Are we talking about the Portuguese man of war?
Yeah, John from Willow Grove.
The Portuguese man of words.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as jellyfish.
And what's he
Darren,
Jellyfish hasn't stuck.
Hello, Julianne's plugged into the charger. She's back and running.
Yay! Were you hiding it, Steve?
No, I've got my own charger. What's John call Jules? The albino. Calls him the albino something.
Albino beaver.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And Josh from Inner Yard is now Yabby.
Oh, that suits him. That's
And Luke was saying in the live today that he didn't feel very lucky after being suspended. I think he wanted to be suspended. It was a funny live today.
Actually, John and Homestead Aquarius that's Robert, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, they were in a live together the other day, and they were funny. They
were on together today too.
Yeah, they just bounce off each other.
Oh, they do. They were so funny.
If you didn't know they were mates, you'd go, geez, these guys don't like each other.
They're the funniest thing.
Hey, Drop, what kind of chicks, mate?
Baby chicks are always fun. I've got some hopefully hatching in about 3 days. I'm going to be putting them into lockdown tomorrow.
I'm playing the quails.
Chicks are in lockdown.
The Japanese quails.
Old Reading
quail?
Farm. Old Reading Farm are pretty stoked with their hatchings this week with their baby emus.
Oh, that's exciting. I'll have to check
Did
that
they
one.
say emu?
They did in their live, and then on one of the videos he says emu. But when Julianne's there to remind them that it's actually emu, they get it right, but they keep regressing.
We really need to educate these Americans.
Yeah.
We keep trying.
Keep trying. They don't listen.
No. Mind you, I get people pronouncing my name correctly, and then other times they pronounce it incorrectly. So,
You reckon there'd be much meat on an emu?
Oh, emu meat is top notch. There's a lot of meat on an emu. It's one of my favourites.
No, I can't say it's one of mine.
Mm.
Oh, drop. I love the bloody wine dots, the gold lace wine dots, and I love the buff Orpingtons.
gold light
Australorps.
wine dots are beautiful.
Meat mutt birds.
Oh, meat mutt birds. Okay. Now, Baker Leg's trying to think of what nickname they want to have. Julianne suggested that we all just start
Baker
calling
Leg
it.
should go with hop along.
Makes it a bit
Really?
difficult to dig it, though. Apparently, if I heard correctly, because I had to jump off the live today, but John and Robert were talking about trying to set up nicknames for everybody and making it so that there was a poem using everybody's nicknames. He picked out some golden sex-linked at the feed store this week for more laying hens. Always nice.
Nice.
25 meat birds coming in a month for me. Oh, that's exciting. So Baker Leg saying, why hop along?
Because if you go with break a leg instead of bake a leg, or even with bake a leg, then there's only one leg left, means hop along.
Because of Australian humour.
See, Julianne got it. I think all the Aussies understood it. I think it might be an Aussie thing.
Yeah.
Australia.
$5 a chick nowadays. I'm pretty sure we're paying more than that. Yeah, my plan is to be breeding my own too.
Mine were less than that.
They can breed themselves, darling.
They can indeed. Baker Leg likes the whole hop along thing, I think.
I'm just having a look at Baker Leg's
We got
channel,
Baker Leg.
and I think I've got the nickname.
Oh, you got the nickname?
Yeah, it's got to be Bluey.
Louis.
Oh, she's a ranger. Is she a ranger?
Now you just got to totally confuse every American.
Australia.
to explain to people, she's got red hair, and anyone in Australia with red hair is called
Ranger.
Totally a
No,
blue.
Bluey.
Bluey.
Sweenies totally got it. So Best Life's saying if they had $1 million, they'd buy you an emu. Haven't you always wanted an emu?
No.
I don't think I've actually ever wanted an emu.
No.
No, they are stupid birds.
Someone here wants emus.
Louis.
They're as dumb, probably as dumb as a quail.
Bluey.
Louis the fly.
Yeah, not there.
Yeah, no, that's Louis, not Bluey.
The colour blue. Louis. A redhead in Australia is called Bluey.
We call
We
it
like
blue
colours.
because it should be red.
We're a funny bunch.
Yeah, we're weird.
Yep.
Harrison wants one. Oh, an emu. Harrison
Yeah.
wants an emu.
Yep.
Bluey, are you saying you're a festie? A festie?
Strawberry colour blue eyes.
And I'm festie?
That'd be
That's
spicy.
Or is it now you got the I and the E around the wrong way? Yeah.
Louis
Louis Lewis.
I've just done a little Google search, and it says it's thought to have derived from the early 1900s as a form of irony. Blue is evidently contrasting with red, thus being used as a joke. So there we are.
Oops, missed the channel. Isn't this your job, Steve?
Is it?
Yeah, where are my links, Steve?
Oh, I don't know. I've been doing a couple. I haven't got my
They
spreadsheet
got
up.
passes by an alpaca field. Seeing them out there.
I haven't got my links up, Darren. Darren, I've got more important stuff.
What is that?
What are you looking at?
D&D.
D&D.
Oh, nice.
Did you not know that that Steve was into D&D?
No. Have you tried Valheim?
No.
Oh, it rocks. It's really bloody good.
Okay, cool.
Second Leg doesn't like that one.
Okay, well, we won't go with Bluey. All right.
No one gets the butcher's axe.
Who's
So
she
you'll
calling
have to
Dumb
give
and
me
Dumber?
a couple of PMs about the old D&D links, mate.
That's what Julianne calls D&D, Dumb and Dumber.
Ah. Well, nerds will be nerds.
Yep. Just
Oh,
gonna get in there.
hello, big boy. Says the bloke who gets out and beats bloody springs to death in his backyard.
That's being a nerd.
Yeah.
Well, we could probably draw a long bowstring there and kind of get there already.
And no.
Wilhelm is
come
actually
come on. Hang
I
on.
don't know, this is-
Hang on. Here is the bloke who banned my tromboncino from the Zuchini contest because he was scared.
No, not because he was scared, because it's a
And
squash.
he didn't watch that way. He didn't watch, but I did 3 meal video from that, mate.
I commented on your Facebook on it.
I know, I'm teasing you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yep.
best life. That's
Guys,
exactly
it's called tiny.
Yes. And when you mix the opposite thing with rhyming slang, then it gets really weird.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yes, it is a squash, Julianne. You're right.
It is, yes, it is. I know it is. In fact, I even said that on the video. Technically, it's a squash.
Well, you actually commented on my tromboncini memory.
Yeah, that big zucchini thing's going around a lot.
Well, it's better than being known for a small pepper.
Well, Edible says she's got a bigger zucchini than you guys do.
Hey, it's
So
John and
these
his
are what I'll
John
do
and
as
his
well,
small
then.
pepper and John and his small pepper started that one.
Yeah, that's probably not a great name for a guy.
Oh.
Could
Portuguese
be
man,
hung
small
like a
pepper.
Jack Russell.
Julianne still loves you, Andy.
I saw that. Good on you, Julianne.
So how's your Madagascar bean going, Andy? Mine is not flowering yet.
Oh, mine's starting to produce stuff.
I'm thinking you guys have gotten a lot more rain than we have.
Yeah, things are going nuts here.
Mm.
I'm mowing the lawn every bloody 4 days.
You doing what?
I
now?
don't need to do that.
Mowing the grass. Should
Yeah,
I
it
say
does.
harvesting the grass?
You've seen my garden. There's not a lot of mowing goes on.
You don't have that much grass left, Darren.
I used to run a mowing business.
Is there anything you didn't do?
I have the professional mowing gear. I just don't do
I'm
that.
never offended, Bobby.
Yeah, we actually have some awesome. Julian's just comment. We have some awesome onion grass growing. It's just yeah.
Gotta
And
love
the
the
corral-
onion grass.
and the corrallers love it.
Well, I'm still waiting to crack that magic 20 kilos of harvest from a 600-metre block. When I can do that, I'll feel like the man.
Mate, I've flogged 20 kilos.
Oh, you bastard.
And I'm on a smaller block.
Yeah, good on you. Thanks for that. Yeah, but you got no grass either.
There's grass there. That's where the aphids are coming from. That's my problem at the moment.
Well, come on, mate. Where are the grandkids running?
Yes, I did show you the garden. you
They
built.
need
Very
manicured
good. I think I
lawn.
commented on the video.
My grandkid loves the garden. She goes out there to pick her food.
I haven't got any grandkids yet.
That is probably the greatest thing that has come out of my garden this year is her love of gardening.
Yeah, I like
That
that
is so
too.
cool.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, she comes over and she wants to go out and she wants to feed her chickens and she wants to go pick herself a tomato and
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, not growing pig food here, guys.
Not a fan of pumpkins, huh?
Oh.
My 4-year-old loves pumpkin. He looks at a pumpkin and says, "Oh, there's soup in that, Mummy."
Actually, I love pumpkins too, but shut up.
Roast pumpkins. Love roast pumpkin.
I used to grow a fair bit in my 600 square metre block, but that was
Yeah, me too, Steve.
Yeah.
roast pumpkins yummy. Okay, Andy, ask Steve why
What's
we
going
have
on,
them.
Steve? Why have you got pumpkins?
Oh, do I have to go through this again, do I?
Yes, let's do.
You go through that
Okay.
story and I'm going to go make a coffee.
Okay. So I bought a Queensland blue pumpkin from the supermarket, and as I've used it all, I kept all the seeds and I dried them out, and then I did the same thing with a Jap. So I had a lot of seeds. I reckon there was about 97. The story goes on that there's probably closer to 200 seeds. Anyway, so it came time to plant them. So I thought I wasn't really convinced that many of them would germinate. So I planted them all. And into various pots, and one of the pots I planted was, it was a fairly long, thin one, and I couldn't be bothered separating all the seeds, so I just made a channel and I dropped them in. I thought, oh well, if 1 in 5 germinates real good, well, blow me down with a feather, or knock me down with a feather. Every single one of the buggers germinated. And we had pumpkin plants coming out our rear end.
And so this is part of this season for SHEDWARS?
Yeah, so we gave a few.
You a decent harvest still.
Yeah, well, we've kept a few. We gave a few away and planted a few, and yeah, so we haven't ended up with a huge amount of actual pumpkins, but yeah, that also had a lot to do with the soil, so that sort of got hamstrung there as well. But out the back of the house here, we've got 4 or 5 good pumpkins coming up out of it. So.
Well, Steve, have you been practicing pumpkin sex?
No, Julianne did a video on that one. So
Yeah, she did.
Oh, good.
You did the pollinating the pumpkin?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
so,
you do have to know about pumpkin sex.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that. So yeah. Yeah. So she went and got the male plant and pollinated them all, and yeah. So we've ended up with some good Queensland blues out the back, which will be nice. Yes, it's been an ongoing source of amusement for probably half of Australia, this story.
I think it's interesting. I've raised the issue a couple of times. What happens with me is I make a lot of curries. So
Yep.
I've got a lot of different herbs. I've got turmeric and ginger and all that sort of stuff. Curry leaves. So then when you weigh that up, my spreadsheet's got like 2 grams.
Yep.
Not a big weigh-in, is it?
Yeah, but it's gold. Like, it absolutely makes the meal. Like,
Yep.
you can't. I haven't bought curry paste or curry powder for years. It's just bloody gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, turmeric and ginger cost a small fortune.
Yes. So I actually thought I've got a few friends. A few of my friends actually convert that little bit of weight back to dollar value, and it's amazing what you save.
Huge.
And you can then also tinker with the blend, and make it your own. Yeah, which is good. Yeah. Actually,
they usually have turmeric powder.
I've got a short on our Sweenies Creek channel making taco seasoning mix. And
that looked yummy.
It's the best taco seasoning mix you'll ever get. Yeah, which has been really cool.
Yeah, and that's gold. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, you're a man after my own heart. I've got a fairly comprehensive spice rack out there as well. So there's nothing. I mean, you don't have to have a lot to be able to cook well, but by having a few of the more exotic and different ones, it just gives you other options.
Yeah.
Well,
I had that curry leaf tree I've got. I wasn't using it, and then I found SBS has a whole recipe group that uses curry leaf.
Yep.
Really?
Wow! Yeah! Wow! Wow!
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to look into that.
Oh, and by the way, if you plant curry tree in a big 1,000 litre grow bag, it pays to move it every few months because otherwise the taproot goes right through.
And curry leaf trees spread. We had one in Eagleby, and I was constantly having to, the whole area would be covered in curry leaf trees.
Yep.
I would have them everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I'm starting to do the same.
I've kept it in a pot. I'm not putting it in the ground.
Yeah, good plan.
Because the goats won't even eat it. They eat a little bit, but they don't eat very much. Julianne loves curry.
Yeah, she does love a curry. Doesn't quite go as hot as what I do, but yeah, we certainly enjoy having a curry.
I know I'm back. Best Life, look at golden nuggets. They're great for small space.
Yes.
What was the other one? Weeby Little was the other one I grew that's also a good one for good small space.
The other thing I found, Jandira, is instead of ginger, I now grow galangal.
Okay.
It does so much better where we are.
I've heard that it can get a little bit woody. I don't know if that's when it's old.
Yeah, that'll be old.
And galangal is a relative of turmeric and ginger.
It is indeed.
Potatoes.
Everyone's favourite vegetable to grow.
Potatoes.
Sweet potato.
I shall be harvesting mine this week. Hey, Julie.
Oh, it's Julie. Hello, beautiful. It's nice to see you. So Jason's taking a crack at growing some turmeric this year. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty easy if you've got the right climate, Jason.
Yeah, you got to have the right climate.
It might be hard in his climate.
Yeah. It's like my Madagascar beans aren't growing half as well as yours, and I think it's because of my weather difference. Because the weather is quite different in Brisbane.
Okay. Yeah, because mine's starting to go nuts again.
I mean, it's growing okay, but I haven't got any flowers.
Oh, give it time. Give it time.
I'm really excited with what it's doing. So I'm being patient.
Julianne, it would be fairly hard to grow here, as long as you protect it in winter, though.
It likes a bit of a warmer climate, Darren.
Yeah, it likes a warmer climate.
Yeah.
So the current summer we had that we didn't have.
Yeah. It would have struggled. Yeah, we had a pretty pathetic summer this year. Still dry, but yeah.
Okay, so Drop's favourite vegetable is probably okra. I haven't tried okra.
It is very nice. Tastes like okra.
Yeah.
Thanks, Darren.
That's okay.
That's really helpful.
From what I've seen, you don't cook it too much, otherwise it sort of goes a bit slimy.
If you slow cook it, it tends to go slimy.
Yep.
Give it a quick fry, and it's really nice.
I was going to say it's a short, sharp stir fry sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, or else a really slow long cook.
Yeah.
That it's sort of any gelatinous part of it can, what's it called? Mutilationous part of it can disperse through the stew. It's sort of like prickly pear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Baker Leg's favourite plant is a bean. You corn batter okra and fry it. Interesting. Mind you can fry anything. I've seen people fry ice cream. Freeze-dried okra is good, apparently. I'm still trying to find my dehydrator. I'm really frustrated. I've got so much greens out in the aquaponics that I want to harvest.
I know where mine is.
Darren, that doesn't help me. I tried suggesting to Gavin I could get a new one because I really want to be able to dehydrate milk and eggs, and my current dehydrator doesn't do that very well. But I haven't managed to convince him that it's a good idea yet. How much was your dehydrator anyway, Darren?
Wasn't that much. I don't know. Have a look at the video. There's a link on all of my videos for the dehydrator.
I did. I had a $30 one that I got from Kmart that worked quite well. And then nowadays I use a 3-in-1 air fryer from Kmart.
You can use a 3-in-1 air fryers.
I had the
Kmart 3-in-1 air fryers are really handy because they're not like a basket. They're 3 shelves like an oven.
Oh, okay.
I had one of the ring ones back ages ago, and that was inside the house, so I lost it in the divorce.
Yeah.
So
they're always a challenge.
Then it got given to someone.
I've discovered in my multiple divorces that they are not good financial strategies. I'll just say that.
No. Actually, I've been playing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've found my cash flow electronic board game. So I've been going on and playing that with Matthew, and yes, you get divorced in the when you're in the fast track a few times. You can get divorced. Never a good financial move. You lose all your money.
Well, now,
tomorrow, that 9 tray I've got is fantastic.
Tomorrow will have to be a red day here at the manor. I have 5 little male quails that have to go. Oh. They got to head for freezer camp.
Oh, dear.
Oh. And every time I talk about that on YouTube, I get a hail of abuse. What a cruel man I am. How dare I?
I got laughed at the other day when I said freezer camp.
Mate, you've only got to find a couple, peck themselves to death, and you realise it's much more kind to do it yourself.
Yeah.
No.
That's true.
They have a good life.
Oh.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's the rest you're going to do.
What's that, Darren?
For Joe, a lime and spice muffin.
Nice.
That sounds so yummy.
I got for Joe.
Julie says that she likes to cook okra with meat and fish.
Oh, I got fish too.
Says she likes tomatoes and maybe carrots. She loves both of them.
Yeah, I love snow peas. Snow peas would be one of my favourite vegetables.
Oh, yeah, snow peas are yummy. Baker Leg likes growing Chinese red noodle beans.
Oh, I haven't tried them.
And her dehydrator was $35 off Amazon.
Tell you what, Andy, they won't want to go over to see Ridge Life's latest video, which I watched today because I thought it was awesome. It was harvesting one of his rabbits.
I was going to say he's going to be harvesting bunnies, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't show the dispatching, but he described how it's done. But yeah, he showed how to skin it and gut it, and that was it was pretty well done.
So that's I'm not going to go that far, and I've said it multiple times. Yeah, there's plenty of channels that have got it.
Yeah,
and I don't think I need to do it because there's other places people can go to see it.
That's right.
Yeah, but what amuses me is that everyone will come and abuse you for nailing your own animals, which you've raised very kindly. You've given them a good life. You give them a really quick and good death. But then they'll go and buy frozen chooks from bloody Coles or Woolies, hello.
Yep. And the condition that those animals are brought up in, and the way they're dispatched. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not shy about the fact that I do it. Like I done my cock of in, And it's like, this is one of the roosters that was growing.
Yeah.
Here he goes. He's in a recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think people think we like doing it.
No.
No, it's never a fun thing. It's like, I remember when I processed a couple of steers, and I had a couple of friends that I knew were on low incomes, and I asked them if they wanted some meat, and they're like, "Oh, where'd you get it from?" They're like, "I had 2 steers. I had a farm butcher come out and process them for me," and they're like, "Oh, you killed your cows?"
Where do you think
Where do they think
from?
the Woolies meat comes from? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the part of the problem with our society now, where we're so remotely
from the
removed
food
and
chain.
divorced from where the food comes from, you know.
Yep.
And that's the problem. People just think it magically appears on polystyrene trays in the meat section.
Yeah.
And
the worst part is, with this new fake meat that they're bringing out as well, the only way they can actually grow that fake meat is by using aborted calves.
Yeah.
So there's still an animal losing its life for that fake meat to be produced.
Well, I mean,
that's just wrong.
They're finding different ways of making, vegetables in the meat and all that sort of thing. You know what? Cows have been doing that for a long, long time.
Exactly.
Well,
and they do it well.
They do.
They do.
And you know exactly what's gone into that cow and what it's survived on, and yeah.
Well, my fake meat
exactly
comes
the same
from
as
ground up Madagascar beans.
I'm looking forward to trying the Madagascar beans.
Oh,
but exactly what Baker Legg said. They have a wonderful life, and everyone can see my videos. I go out there, my chickens run to me.
Yeah.
They love me, but they have one bad day, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah. And even that bad day isn't as bad as what it would if they were processed in a factory.
No. Exactly.
I don't withhold food or anything like that.
No.
Yeah, mine's quick as well. Well, and the message is, if you don't do it quick, you're going to have tough meat. So we learn pretty fast how to nail an animal in a very humane way.
Yeah.
Oh, look, no one's going to deny that there is serious systemic problems within the the meat manufacturing processes around the world. But
and that's the problem. It has become a manufacturing process, and the reason it's become a manufacturing process is because everyone wants a cheap cut of meat.
That's right.
They do not want to go to the butcher and pay $40 for a steak.
Yeah.
I'm also happy to do things like the Madagascar bean falafels and the Madagascar bean bloody patties for on a burger. Good vegetarian options.
Yep.
With bacon.
Everything's better with bacon. I miss bacon.
Yes, but no.
Actually, I saw the other day Jamie Oliver's latest series is he's doing all he's doing all vegetarian. He's doing a series on vegetarian meals, and I watched a couple of them. It was pretty good. I mean, I like Jamie Oliver. Some people don't. It was a good show.
Yeah, I do a lot of vegetarian stuff now. And it's because I eat what I grow here.
Yeah.
And that's actually really important, eating food that's grown locally to you. I mean, the bacteria you're consuming in that food is the bacteria that you need.
Yes.
Because it's part of the life that is around you. That's really...
and I got the McDowall sourdough going.
Nice. I have not had any luck with sourdough yet. I'm going to try it again. I know what I did wrong. Apparently, I wasn't using enough starter. I was taking a little bit of starter and leaving the bulk of it there instead of just leaving a little bit.
Flip me an email. Flip me an email, Dale. I'll send you a couple of recipes from the cookbook.
Cool. Although I'm not doing much baking at the moment. Not until my hands settle down a bit much.
I get you. Yep.
At the moment, I'm lucky to be able to just milk the goats. And even then, I'm seeing stars most of the time. And honestly, eating vegetarian isn't necessarily bad for our health. But, I mean, we probably do eat too much meat. We do need to balance that out a bit more. But I think there needs to be some sort of balance in there. And it is really important that we treat our animals with respect and with kindness. And
yes, yep.
That's what it's all reality about. That's what's brought about the modern homesteader movement is because of those poor conditions.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's people like Joel Saladin and your Gabe Browns and that sort of thing who are out there and going, no, this stuff isn't good. We can do it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and both of them are doing it on a commercial level.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
You know, so it's...
Julianne, I've got a no-need proper sourdough. Flick us an email. I'm happy to send you the starter and the bread.
Have you got a video on your sourdough, Andy? On making your bread?
I think so, probably. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I'd have to check, but yeah, I think so.
Cool. You might have to message it to me.
No wuckers.
That pumpkin bread you just recently did, Darren, too, was a no-need one too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a no-need.
Yeah, I was impressed with that pumpkin bread too.
That looked like it came out really good.
Yeah.
Although
generally,
I did
pumpkin
notice
loaves tend to be heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darren goes Australia on the pumpkin bread. It's pumpkin.
Nah, it's pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, I say pumpkin too.
Actually, Julianne was watching a video I was on the other day, and she said, I didn't realise something in the way I speak. And I don't use the word my. I'll go get me hammer. I'll go.
We all do that. Darren does it. I do it. You do it. Yep.
Pretty sure I say my.
I don't. Yeah. It's me everything.
Yeah.
Andy has a video on how to make sourdough and how to make bread the easy way.
Oh, there you go. You want to share those?
Almost no need bread.
That's it.
I mean, honestly, I usually use the Thermomix to do all the kneading anyway. So most of my problem at the moment is actually being able to hold the tin.
Hang on.
I've got to get the pan in and out of the oven. A Thermomix.
A Thermomix?
Oh, I love my Thermomix.
I don't have that kind of money.
This thing makes me look good. Oh, it honestly, it taught me how to cook.
If she sold her Thermomix, she could buy another 50 acres.
It's not that expensive.
Oh, yeah.
My Thermomix is brilliant, and I use it constantly. I mean, like when I do make bread, I actually grind my flour. So I grind my berries straight from scratch. So I get spelt and I grind my spelt grains.
All right. In what, love? In what?
In the Thermomix. So in the Thermomix, I grind my spelt grains, and then I put all the other ingredients in there. It kneads it all.
I've been thinking about getting a bloody grinder.
Oh, I love my Thermomix. But if you're just getting it from a grinding perspective, just get anything cheap. But the Thermomix it grinds, it stirs, it heats. The Thermomix is just a brilliant tool.
All right.
And you can get rid of so many different kitchen appliances.
Andy,
I love it.
How to make a sourdough.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Darren.
That's okay, mate.
Very nice, Darren. Thank you. Oh, Oh, is that when you lost all those videos that Julianne nearly cried?
No, she had a
3.5-year-old
old. Yeah.
Oh.
It dropped and broke, and yeah, it was not a happy time.
Oh, that would be horrible.
And there is the almost no need bread. And you are quite welcome, Bake a Leg.
It's amazing how quickly
Julianne,
you lost in the chat.
If that ever happens again, give me a message because we can fix that pretty easy.
Run it through a sieve.
Yeah. And then it's
You could
a
pass it through
progressive.
cheesecloth, couldn't you?
Yes.
No.
What you want is you only need the yeast.
You're probably going to get more of the alcohol running it through cheesecloth.
Okay.
But I'd
Really
run it
depends
through.
on how.
I'd run it through a fine sieve, and then bring it back up again. Then run it through the sieve again, just to make sure that if there's any small glass particles and they turn sideways, that you're catching them.
Oh, mind you, why would you
wouldn't want to
not
risk
start
it.
again? It only takes a week.
Mine took a lot longer.
That's because you live in bloody Coldsville, mate.
Yes.
So does Julianne.
So does Julianne.
Oh, shit. Oh, you're buggered. Both of you buggered. No wonder. I can dry some. No, I'll dry some and send it down if you like.
Mine took probably about 3 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
But I was
Okay,
doing it.
no,
It was this time of year.
do not.
I don't
move
want any,
down
mate. I'll
south.
let my last one.
That's bullshit.
I'll let my last one go because I just wasn't using it enough.
Yeah, well, yeah, but forget your ex-wife. What about your sourdough?
Yeah, that too.
Andy, you don't have to worry about moving south. You won't get past the border. They've got your photo on the border. Do not let in.
Funny you say that, mate. Up north too. And out west as well.
Isn't the one on the Queensland border say let him out but don't let him back in again?
I'll have to make sure I
I'm
put
hurt.
these.
I'm deeply hurt by that, you guys. You can tell, can't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Devastated.
In fact, I'm so hurt, I'm going to fill my empty glass.
Looks like
Well,
Julie's heading off.
Yeah, I was just thinking it's nearly 1 o'clock here, and I've got a certain young
There,
lad still on his
Julie.
computer here, so I think I might pull up stumps and.
Well, is the rule dad still playing his game? So I'm still allowed to play
Oh
mine.
yeah, no, that's quite fine. Yes.
All right, well, I might dive off too because, yeah, you're right. It's nearly 1 o'clock.
Oh my goodness, is it? It is too.
Yeah.
Yes, it is getting late.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you everyone for joining me.
You Queenslanders have caught up to us now, haven't you? You're on the same
Yeah.
time. That's right. Yeah.
Yes. I'm not sure that we caught up.
Yeah, we
You
slowed
down.
We slowed down a bit to let you guys catch up. That's how it works. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Steve,
Okay.
let's see
No,
what
no.
happens.
You're focused on the hour. You need to be focused on the year. We're 10
Oh,
years
right.
behind.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank
but
you, Make a Leg.
yeah, no stress, Darren. If you want to make the trip up, you're welcome. If you
Yeah,
got stuff on,
Let's
it's
see
all
what the
good.
morning brings, mate.
Just see how it goes, buddy. Yeah. Just wanted to let you know you're welcome anytime.
No dramas.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Garwin.
Thank you for joining me, Bomber. It was lovely
No,
to
it's
chat
all-
as always.
Always good.
And Darren, thank you for your support and all your contributions. You're always
That's okay.
incredibly wonderful to have on the lives.
Yeah, thanks for doing the links, buddy.
That's okay, you bludger.
Thank you for saving me from all those trolls.
Bring them on.
That's kind of funny having a troll room ride.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah,
that means I've made it to the big time now.
Yeah, well, they actually had the.
Nick?
They actually had a live going where they were going around and raiding people and trolling them.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So, and it's like, okay,
They really need a live.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a nuisance call. I used to get really irritated when somebody would ring up and know it was a prank phone call. And then I realized, hang on, they're spending time on me. They're spending money on me. This is a compliment. Thank you. I found that they stopped doing it. It was really sad. That's like when you say, thank you for calling me. I really appreciate the compliment. A, they probably thought I was a Fruit Loop. But they stopped pestering.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right.
all right, y'all.
So,
And I might see you tomorrow, Steve. We'll see what happens. And the
just
wonderful
see,
Julianne, the
Yeah.
much better half of Sweenies Creek.
Always
Gotta put it
pleasure
in
to
there.
be. Yeah, nah, it's all good. Not going to
Very
argue.
well.
See you guys.
Bless you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me. And as always, I plan to actually put some chapter markings in the description, plus any relevant links. I'll pop them in the description as well. So yeah, you have a great one, and we'll catch you in the next live. Bless you.